because someone, crying out neck and in a desperate situation is generally just diffuses the situation, the mood.
Yeah, exactly. All right,
Help me, neck.
we're back to the adventures of Buck Tetris, the
Mm.
neck. I want to be Buck Tetris. Yeah, Kaiser's got it right, man. It's Buck Tetris, the man, the myth, the legend. We're actually a little bit further back from where we actually left off because I realized that we had missed some really quality shit.
Mm.
Mainly the "my face is tired" cutscene. I didn't talk to that lady, so I want to talk to her because I've seen that and I want to actually verify that it's in the game because it's so bad. Like it's such a bad line, and it's such bad delivery, and it's such bad just everything that, like I don't actually believe that it exists. Like if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, it was a bad dream, and now for some reason you want to revisit it and confirm your nightmares. That's okay.
I mean,
But we've spoken to Plasterface, haven't we, and Associates?
yeah, we have spoken to Plasterface. We just haven't gone to the ship,
Okay, good.
like
But to confirm that the
yeah.
game really hasn't started yet, still.
The game still really hasn't started. Sewage Steve is still doing his thing though.
Okay.
He's over on his panel, just.
Good evening, Altazimuth, Badger, and Kaiser. Welcome.
Welcome to the adventures of Buck Tetris. Okay.
Sorry, Sewage Steve is he's like a cornerstone. You need to go over and touch him before you start the journey.
He's like okay.
cat.
Let me touch Sewage Steve. He's the lucky rock. I can't go into combat without touching Sewage Steve. All right, you might want to unmute this because this is a conversation I'm thinking it is. It's outstandingly bad.
Okay.
All right, let's talk to Addison.
All right, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec. Not how he died. I pulled those logs. What happened with Pathfinder?
I want to know who wrote that, who recorded it, and who signed off and thought that was in any fucking way acceptable. Because holy shit, just the line, "I'm sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything." Like who the fuck would ever say that in real life ever? Like under what context would that line even remotely make sense? I'm waiting for an answer, Fonz.
I don't want to get into it.
No, sorry, I'm
Things went
just
wrong.
I'm wallowing
Now
in
I'm
it.
the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will.
Following
We'd
facial
never have left
reconstruction.
home
I
if
mean,
we
it has
could.
to be specific to the face, right? I
Not
mean, you certainly
home.
wouldn't use it in
The
as a
Milky
phatic
Way.
expression.
This is
Hello,
home. This
isn't the weather
mess.
nice? Good day.
We don't
Sorry,
have
my
a lot
face
of
is
options,
tired.
Ryder.
No, it wouldn't.
Maybe you'll prove
Wouldn't really
your
flow
father
on,
right.
I guess.
After 14 months of failed
Normal
colonization,
people just
forgive
be
me if I
like,
don't hold my
"I'm
breath."
tired."
There's also the
Everything
strange
this woman
technology.
says is
Has
just
anyone studied that?
absolutely awful.
We've tried. Not me. The brains in research. They're supposed
He
to
does
know
have a
their
bit of the
business.
1,000-yard. Well, it's not really a
The
1,000.
current
It's more
excuse?
500 yard.
The tech we
stare
dug up on
Yeah.
Mars was
going
more
on,
advanced,
yeah,
but it was
it's just
plug
a
and
middle
go.
ground.
The tech here thinks different?
I mean,
I don't
I'm not.
know.
I would assume that
mostly
Buck
avoided
Tetris's
it.
head would cure
And
any
from what
such
the
stare.
Hyperion logs say
Sort of
about
bring
Alec,
it,
maybe that's
bring it
good.
forward about 999. He
You
has
had
that
no
sort
colony
of head
successes in
about
over
him.
a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, Spoiled Worlds, Exiles,
It just blows me
Hostiles.
away because
We can't just plop down an outpost
BioWare
and
games
expect
have always
to
had
get
certain
fences.
problems. Like the
We need
animations have
Pathfinder
never
and Sam
been
to scout,
particularly
evaluate,
great.
and inspire.
In
The
terms of
initiative
complexity,
promised
this
gold.
game has probably had the most
Andromeda has
complex
not
animations,
cooperated.
which is probably why they've
And if
looked
it
the
had?
worst
Beautiful
because there's so many
utopian
moving
horseshit.
parts.
Colonies that produce and support each other.
But
The
just
Nexus
in
is
general,
Citadel,
BioWare has
not
never
headed by
really
Tan,
had
or even
that
me.
going for them. But they have always had at least
How do you fit
good
into the Nexus
to
leadership?
great
I
acting
oversee the
in
actual
their games.
settlement
Like they've
effort.
never had somebody who just
As the
like
number of
this
outposts
woman's
is currently less than
entire
ideal,
everything,
my
from her
influence is
writing
limited.
to her acting,
As
are
Tan is
so
quick to
bad.
remind
Like
me.
it blows
Left
me
a
away that
perfectly
this got
adequate
into
career
a
as a chief
game.
officer.
This is like
Provincial capital too.
you know
Only a
those
new
old
galaxy
like
to pull me
Resident
away.
Evil games where everybody
here
always
we
like
are.
cuts out like
I
you
do.
almost became a Jill sandwich or whatever.
I don't, but I can imagine. Sure.
You called my father Alec. No one does that.
A lot of us joined the initiative because of his vision. What he shared of it
Anyways,
anyway.
so that's what this
Were you
lady reminds me
friends?
of, is like those like
Or-
old, like
I'm not your new
early
mother, if that's what you're
2000s voice
asking.
acting. Like this is some
Or his
Daikatana
friend.
woman right here.
He hated that I didn't use
And
his
just to
title,
recap, this
but
is
no
the
one's a pathfinder
multiplayer
until
development
they've
team from a
path-found
previous
something.
game.
Yes.
Being
Much like a
assigned,
colonial
okay.
director without colonies.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens.
Maybe all the actors are just
We can't
disappointed.
have
They
been that
rocked
naive.
up for the
We
gig, and then they
expected
just
life,
got
not
pointed
an
in the other
enemy that
direction.
refuses to talk.
You know, you're not working with the
They
same
don't
people
attack.
anymore. You're getting
They
you're
disinfect.
getting Team F.
We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry.
And they didn't know
14
anyway,
months
Team
and
F.
you
You know,
stooped to
all the
poetry.
Bobbies and Carols
That's how bad
that
it
were
is.
working at.
Right,
Dr.
no, but
Chandros, if you
even with the
haven't,
B team,
he's
there's like some
unfortunately
basic
become the head
shit,
of our
like
military.
a bunch of
And
people
as
had
soon
to
as he
look at the
realizes
line,
that we're in
"I'm
it,
sorry, my face is
You don't
tired
trust
from dealing with
I
everything,"
trust him to
and
defend
be like,
us.
yeah,
I
that's
do not
good. Because
trust a
remember,
rising military
unless they did this
influence in a
all in one
supposedly
take, like
civilian
they got her in
initiative.
the studio,
We came
they're
here
like,
to make
okay, read
history,
this
Ryder.
line,
I
okay,
still,
read this again.
I think they just
Goddamn poetry.
assumed the
Excuse me,
Botox
Director
narrative
Evans.
that wasn't there. And they
Ryder?
just didn't read the rest
It's
of the script. I
Pathfinder.
mean, is this line
Ryder,
okay? They must have,
we're
yeah, I mean,
starving
I
here.
assume there's some
If
context.
we
There's
don't
no
get
context.
a foundation of
It's
outposts
it's
to
just,
feed
it's
the
just the
initiative,
faces
we
tied
might
in,
as well be
and you're
600
expected
years
to
dead.
understand that and
We
sympathize.
might as
Promised
well
a
be
lot.
600
None of it
years
panned
dead.
out.
Literally
That's what
every
you're up
line
against.
this woman says
Why people
is
won't
just
trust you.
abysmal.
Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
This is a bad waste of valuable time. I know games run, even the modern ones, which you know
What is
purportedly
going
are a lot
on with
shorter.
that? His arms were just doing
Well,
like,
I mean, they're
the
supposed
mambo
to.
jumbo. What the? What? 600 years dead is Deepwater drowned here. That's correct. Also, for some reason, Buck Tetris just decided to play fucking hopscotch on the stairs there. with zero input from me. Okay, I need to talk to this guy because I'm.
Well, I think he's just bored like the rest of us that there
You're
isn't
in
a
the
game
forest?
to play.
What district?
Like you don't. It is structural suicide
being
to
done.
spend this much time invested in such
And now all
inane
eyes are on
blather
us.
of dialogue, right?
All I
I
know
mean,
is
I know it's a game, so there's more hours to it than there is a film, but the time is still valuable, and every single mode. it
That's
could-
the
I
console
don't
method.
mind the the little
What are they?
conversation.
Assault
shit.
and extraction
No,
squad.
that's
The writing
okay. No,
was
it's
better.
conceptually fine,
combat
but
experts who've signed
the
up for
content
defense.
of it is bad.
Since you have a front row
So,
view of the cluster,
It's vapid.
I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Time poorly
What
spent. Oh,
situations
plaster
should be
head face guy. Jeez.
Protecting civilian outposts.
Take it
in open
off.
positions,
Take the mask off.
This
Or
is
just
plaster
distracting
face
the
guy.
kid.
Peel it off.
Authorization complete.
Okay,
Good luck
so
out there.
I believe the word is prize off. That's what I'd like to do. Jesus Christ, that birthmark. Which for the longest time I thought was just hair around his
he's got his
eye.
hair around his eye.
Well, no, just the way it was drawn and the light at the time. It's only till now. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Engineering update. We are working on accessing more power from
Strike team.
Oh, I need to talk to him about
all non-relevant repair
That's why I was
requests are
going
currently
there.
on hold until power coupling is complete.
There we go.
No news on the Turian Arc yet. Or is this militia business?
I spoke with Nilk and Rensis.
So
The
what
man
is the
found guilty of the
backstory
murder on Eos.
of
Yes, our
Buck
first murder here in
Tetris?
Andromeda.
Like
when
what
should have
just,
been our last.
did he just like
When the
roll
colony
around
attempts
and
failed, it
poison
didn't help
Ivy as a
spirits
child
that
for
a
so
high-ranking officer
long
was killed by
that
one
like
of our own.
No. I think he
Nexus was
made his
probably
head the
inevitable,
way that it
but this
is.
acted as a
I think
spark.
he was
So there
brought
was
up
a
on
trial and he was found guilty?
with
It was
a
short and decisive.
a
Despite the
common
lack of physical
conception
evidence,
of
everything
professionalism
added up.
instilled in
His
him
only
by his
defense
father,
was,
but you know
"Trust
he
me,
was
I
brought up in
didn't
an
mean to
environment
do
where
it."
he wasn't
That is the
exposed to the
difference
cultural
between
trends
murder
that
and
pass for
accidental
sane
death.
in modern
In
society,
this
and so
case, motive plus opportunity plus
he
eyewitness
genetically
account
enhanced
equals
his
murder.
head, you know,
Look,
as opposed
knock
to the rest of
yourself
his
out.
body to
The key
try and
witness,
reflect his
Cassidy Shaw,
professionalism,
works
but
in
it was
operations.
a
Go ahead and
concept that
talk to
didn't
her.
match up with
And
the
there's a
reality
recording of the
of what he wanted
perpetrator
to
threatening
be,
the victim.
and so
I'll
now
let
he
you
has a
cue it all in the
tomato
console
and
there.
gingerbread
As far as I'm concerned,
beard.
this case
I
is
don't.
closed.
It's bloated. Again, I feel like I
Right,
just
Kendros?
want to
Duty
need
calls.
it.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
So he thought that being a professional was judged by the roundness of your face.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nelson
Yeah,
evidence.
effectively, he was brought up in a world where just the values were corresponded to different cultural norms. Which is why he has the head that he does.
That's a lot of thought put into that. I just assumed Alien Rash. Well, he was frozen for 600 years.
Okay, well, I mean, the rash part, maybe that can be.
Is that what the
borderline.
red thing on his face is? Is the
Yeah,
rash?
yeah. No, he Cater made the hairstyle, the cowlick, and the spreadable beard, but everything else is just interstellar. Well, it does look like you can get a butter knife and just scrape it off.
Yeah, you're right. It does. I actually fucked around with the character editor a little bit, seeing if it was possible to make a character who looks like a normal human. I kind of got there with a female character, but then I also noticed that the hair options, there was an entire another page of colors, and we missed out on neon pink for Mr. Tetris for his hair.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
So
Oh,
he's
man, I
he's
thought that
one
was
degree
over with.
away from being the most
Have you heard the
extreme
audio
person to ever
recordings
play,
Yes.
ever
I had
jog
to
through
watch
these
Chief
halls.
Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the chief. He looked right at Nil.
Why is everyone on this ship deemed important enough?
I'll never
That
forget
you need
it.
to
The
talk
look
to
on
them
his
each for
face
5
was pure
minutes.
This woman is a witness to the murder thing that
Well,
that
why can't the dialogue of one person just be, I have nothing valuable to say, and then just depart and leave to someone else?
why
that should be
was the
60%.
chief socked? Here we go.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was
You
Reynolds
really have no
surprised?
business talking to me. I have
Friends
nothing
fight,
interesting to
say
say.
things
Thank
they
you,
don't
says
mean.
Buck Tetris, and then
Maybe
he
even
moves on
hurt
his
each
way.
other.
That would be...
But you don't expect your best friend to
I'd leave
shoot
that
you.
in.
To me, that's the saddest part.
The chief's heart was
right
broken
before he exploded.
right before it exploded. What is every line of dialogue in this game? Seriously, holy fuck. The chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree
I
with
mean, it's
that?
grammatically
It
correct.
wasn't my place to agree or disagree.
Standard.
He was ranking officer.
Yeah.
In retrospect,
Maybe
it
that was
is
the only
ironic.
metric they were using.
If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Did you see any cat?
You know what?
Nilken said so, but
People
not that
die
I
when
could
they're
see.
killed, Alfonso. Did
Still,
you know
the
that?
sandstorm was severe.
Yeah.
Visibility wasn't
That's
great.
as
Nilken
per the
seem
popular
remorseful?
expression, kill him
I
until he
lost sight of
dies.
Nilken
Kill
for
him
a
until he
while.
dies.
When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated.
It's like everybody here
Could have
has the
been
heart
killed.
of a poet
The
and the
reality
brain
of
of
the
somebody with
acts sinking in.
high-functioning autism.
I appreciate the
That
information.
is well thought out and entirely
course.
accurate.
It
Yes.
kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper
Just from the
funeral.
quality of my stream, and
So
maybe
the
it's
body
just
was
the
never
distance I'm
examined?
sitting for the computer, but
Important
she's
piece
either
of
wearing a
murder
shower
investigation.
cap or someone's just cracked an
Camera
egg over
roll.
her.
No. That's
That it was too
not
dangerous.
that's entirely correct. It's like she has this horrible weave that's half gray and half pink.
No, it's like someone got the shell of a fossilized brain and just set it on her head like it's a cap.
Yes.
Just yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I've seen it back now. That looks more like hair, even though it's still balding. Oh, okay. All right. I see what it is. Fine.
It's two different colors. Why does every time Buck Tetris goes down these stairs, he like feels the need to like bunny hop twice. And of course he doesn't do it this time, but his arms do fucking.
Because, like we said, I mean, I'm not reading the content of the dialogue other than what you're revealing to
Something
me,
I
and
can help you
unfortunately, it
with?
doesn't point towards my theory
looking
of
into
the
the Nilken
end
Rances murder
of the
charge.
game just being a
And?
giant dance
I
off,
want to go to
like we
EOS to
suppose.
retrieve
I
Chief
think it
Reynolds'
is
body.
gonna be. I mean, I don't know.
Isn't
Buck
usually
Tetris
that kind of
does
business.
feel the need
First
to
murder in
jive
involvement.
everywhere
And
he
I'm impartial.
goes. Like,
Figured you had to
Oh,
get it
it's
right.
this guy.
Setting an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections.
here's
Physical
another person
evidence
with
will
just
only bolster the case.
abysmal voice acting.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's.
But
keep
again,
quiet.
I can't
don't
feel
want
inclined
people
to blame the
thinking we're
actors in
reopening
this
the
case. It's
I
just
hope
going to be the
anything you find
circumstances and
reaffirms what's been done. But if it sheds a different light,
their recording and
We'll
just the
deal
lack
with
of
it.
interest in the
No,
project.
you know,
Send
it's not the
coordinates of the
actors so
murder
much as
scene.
it's the
Good
director.
luck.
Like,
That's all.
Correct. Well, that's
Thanks
what
for
I'm
your
saying.
of
you know, the director has to sign off on the take, and anybody who gets a take like that and looks at it and goes, "Yeah, this is fucking acceptable."
Please await further instructions.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
I forgot I still have to do this. I started doing it, and then we just left because I got tired of this station, honestly.
I mean, a million things can go wrong
Scanning.
in different ways
This
than they can
panel
in
has
film
been
if
tampered
you're
with.
recording for
Send the data to Raj.
a game,
Yes,
I
Pathfinder.
suppose. I imagine if you're an actor on a set, you probably are aware of the grander scheme of things, and so your actions make more sense. But if you're just not being communicated to effectively, if you're trying to read lines off paper, but you don't know what it's for, no one's particularly interested in telling you.
Oh yeah, I bet. Yeah, there's you don't have anybody reading back to you the like you're not
That too,
acting
yeah.
off of anybody a lot of the times.
I think everything that could go wrong did go wrong in this case.
It really is sabotage.
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these
Can I
panels,
talk to this lady
as well
yet?
as the one Raj Patel encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where
I mean,
she
this
is
is
now?
all giving me some very
Kellis
good
is
ideas
currently
for
working on a
St.
panel on the
Alfonso's Dark
Hyperion
Base.
main deck.
Dark base.
Engineering report. Hyperion.
Let's go to. I don't think we've checked in on our sibling yet. We have a sibling. This game like has this idea of like dual protagonists or something, where like both player characters, because you know you can choose to be male or female. Both player characters exist in the same universe. And I don't know. Maybe it's because
Oh, no.
I've only played 3 hours. Well, a little bit more than 3 hours because I fucked around with some other stuff. Like I checked out to see how the female animations are, and they're I guess better but worse at the same time. Like
Fascinating.
they're different, but
I'll make it right, Dash.
what the fuck does Nigel
I'll find
McCoy
out.
have? Nigel
Find Nigel
McCoy
McCoy.
is such a just a
Just got out of
name.
cryo.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though.
Yeah.
My
My
brother
little brother
died.
Dash was
His
Okay, so
sacrifice
anyways,
won't
so
be forgotten.
there seems to be like a lot of like
agreed.
partially done
Everything I do will
concepts
be
in this, at least
I
so
have
far.
abandoned our father war.
Like, you know how Ride to Hell had
Dash.
all those areas that were clearly made for like a big ass
like them.
game that we just like drove
course.
past and there
In
was
his
nothing
digital
in them and
journal,
they were just used for those
he mentioned a spot
Yeah.
obnoxious
where he
driving
could
sequences.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
This
he
feels like
abandoned that,
the better version of that. Like, it's definitely a better game than Ride to Hell, but it seems like it suffers from that same horrendous
good to see
problem.
damn
Well,
sure
it seems that all of our
I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
we've mentioned the art direction a couple of times.
Yeah.
But I mean, it seems that all of the hilarity is stemming from the dialogue and the acting and the animations. Mostly,
I
I mean,
haven't heard
and
how he died.
web combat being a non-event
Like a
and the
hero.
weapon feel and shit like that.
That's
But I
how-
mean, we haven't really
that's
played the
the only
game
part
yet,
that
so
matters.
how much of
I
a
met
factor
one
is that?
Pathfinder.
To be honest.
Well,
Yeah, it
too
really is.
few.
I don't mind the whole blue
figure
and
that's
white.
the way to go.
It's really aggressive,
your
but at
last
least
breath
it's like
on
a
an uncharted
I like
world.
white in sci-fi. I like
Yeah.
that really clean,
Sounds about
sterile aesthetic.
Now I just need to make sure
I like
your
how
sister here
she's
pulls
fucking
through.
hovering in this bed, and you can actually see
Yes,
the
no, I just-
shadow
yeah.
underneath
Yes.
her where she's
Yes.
hovering.
Yes.
Are you staying here on the
I actually did
Hyperion?
not make my sister a
You know that
monstrosity. I
moment
left her
when
the
you realize you're
default
just getting
female
too
character,
old?
which is enough of a monstrosity as it is.
Ha, right, look who I'm talking to. Trust me, it happens.
Yeah,
For
she's
me, it
not
was
touching
Habitat
this
7.
bed like at all.
Watching you
She's
guys
just,
running
I'm
around,
just curious to
dodging
see what your
lightning
sister
with a
looks
cat,
like
It's a young
Uh,
man's
game.
game.
as soon
Pains
as
me
she
to
gets
admit
up.
it, but it's passed me by.
I don't. You're a young man or something. I guess we'll miss him.
We'll miss you, Harry.
Not enough
Just
spreadable
make sure
beard.
to raise some hell once in a while, will you? I'm living vicariously through you.
Deal.
Okay, Harry.
How's Sarah doing?
Why is this guy not the
Reputation stable.
protagonist? Why isn't
How'd
there
this
like
happen?
the game about the
It was
I'm
dumb
too old
luck,
for
really.
this shit
We had the
doctor?
strangest
Like, and you're not
worst
fighting
possible
anybody. You're
moment.
just running around like
Just as the
grabbing
stasis
people and
revival
medicing
was
the
kicking
shit out
in.
of them.
It's a
Medicing
vulnerable
the
moment
shit?
coming out of
Yeah,
the system
just
here.
medicing the
Don't
shit out of
worry,
you.
I'm on it. You're not losing another writer.
That's all, Harry. Thanks.
I'd place
Don't be a
this guy.
stranger.
This guy seems like a
If
way
anything
better
changes with
protagonist,
Sarah,
honestly.
I'll let you know.
He's a doctor. Actually, why
Jesus.
Let me
So,
talk.
somehow just the idea of a medicist is terrifying. Just he's
How
a
did you end up
battlefield
with the
medic who just
initiative?
aggressively heals
Well, you
people in
reach a
the,
point in
in the
life
thick
where
of it.
is that all there is?
Quick, send some help. My arm's
accomplished
broken.
everything
Just
in the
don't
Milky
send the
Way I could.
medicist.
I was
Walk
locked
into
into
a
a
future
future
of
of
diminishing
diminishing
returns.
returns. Wow, that's
So
a
coming
lot.
here was the world's
Like,
biggest
just give me some
midlife
ointment
crisis.
or some
Chance
tea
to
tree
wake up
oil
one
or something.
morning
Just
with
don't send the
hope instead of
medicist.
arthritis.
Send the medicist.
Yeah.
That's all.
The
Harry.
medicist has arrived! Don't snap my arm back
be
into
here if
place.
you-
Crunch.
Yeah, let's look at my my sister. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
she's
it's a fun
pretty
one.
she's pretty
Deformed.
deformed. I mean, look at her nose and her mouth and just everything. That's the default one that they actually based off somebody's face, and I've seen the model they based that off of, and she looks way better than she does in game. Let me put it that way. All right, let's get out of here. I think that's all we needed to do in here. Let's go to that. Oh, I gotta go find the station sabotage thing.
I feel like you should apologize to her genetically. Don't blame your parents. It was me. And my weird sense of professionalism. I'm sorry.
You should apologizing to somebody genetically. That's fucking great. I love it. The Z Fighting Express.
You're still just. I mean, it's probably bad for you, but it's worse for me as someone who's just waiting for something to happen.
Zara
To
Kellis?
realize that you're still
Yes?
here, still talking to
I have
people,
evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
I don't
holding
care.
conversations that are
Here.
of no interest. I mean,
Funny.
but I
The
mean,
data
it
Miss
must be at
Kellis
least
has
some,
accumulated
you
is
get
strangely
to at least
similar to
hear what they
battles.
say.
The
I
real
guess
I mean,
read
not
it
really. I'm
honestly.
skipping through dialogue because most of this
Yeah.
is like you're sabotaging
Raj,
the
you there?
Nexus.
Yes.
Oh.
How did it go? Is it really her?
Wasn't her.
I mean, doesn't he
It
have to
proved
get off to the
pointing at
bathroom
you.
to moisten up his
I think
face or
someone's been
something
messing
to
with
keep
you
that
both.
plump, rich
Pathfinder.
look
Just keep
going?
a low profile
okay.
and don't talk to anyone.
It's going to
I'm
dry
on.
out. I feel like your protagonist is about to just crack and fall apart. The clay in his head is just breaking up.
Sam? What
Time to
was
get a
that?
mud bath.
An eidetic trigger related to your father and the portions of
running
my
around.
memory array he locked.
What triggered it?
Alec tied it to your
Hold up, I'll be right back. It's Alfonso time. You can muse about the adventures of Buck Tetris.
Hi, how you doing? Usually at this juncture I'll have something for you, like stories about what biscuit brand you can buy to dunk with your tea, because we know that's a very hot topic and extremely important. And of course, just to recap, you don't ever want creams. Just get plain. Just get Marie biscuits or something if you have those. I don't know. Hobnobs are okay as long as you eat them quickly. You don't want shit to melt off. Anyway, forget about that. That was just not. It wasn't an important topic. Half of you probably don't even drink tea. You're not cultured people. I mean, you're tuning into Tarnsman's stream, so that's pretty self-explanatory, I would have thought. So let's just forget about the just beverages entirely off the menu. They're not on the menu. You can only have meats or Tarnsman. Sounds like he's back and he's not. Hey, okay. So Buck Tetris, the history of Buck Tetris, I think his parents actually selected his name out of a gaming magazine they found. In a retro arcade in the 27th century, I think this is set, in which they heard about a fabled game called Tetris that was the be-all and end-all of gaming in the 20th century. Yeah, that's right. And the 23rd and the 24th. It became like an ancient. Anyway, Buck, I think he just had really shit teeth. So I mean, get cap in hand, I guess. Yeah, those are both his first names. We don't actually know what his last name is. His name is Buck Tetris blank. I don't think he remembers. Maybe he tried to, in his move of professionalism, try to oust his last name, so now he has just two first names. You know, kind of like Brazilian people, Jojo, or Jojo Sepp in the Falcons action. I think that's an Australian guy. Anyway, so that should be confusion about his name cleared up. If you had any questions, they should now all be answered. Yep, very good. He was. He really has a plump head. I'm really not sure what else to say about his head. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We've certainly spent enough time just looking at it, you know, rather than the back of his head in action, which sounds kind of dodgy. But you know, just fun conversation is a thing in this game, so that appears to be the modus operandi. Gee, I wish the game would start, don't you? 2.5 hours of this, and I'm 9 sheets to the wind. I feel like just dunking into the apple cider again or something. Or maybe I've been watching too much of Sweet Pea streams. I probably just have straight up ale spirits, just knock myself out. I don't think I can tolerate this for much longer. The desire to knead his face, well, I mean, it's a very needy face. I mean, a K-N-E-D face. It's just doughy, isn't it? But he's plainly not British. But he has that sort of complexion about it. Just get the knuckles and move the flesh around. Really, though, it does look like he's going to start to crack. Like really bad pottery. Just leave him out for the sun, in the sun for a couple of hours, and he'll just die. I'm fairly certain. You're glad that in the future, even people that look like Buck Tetris can be protagonists? Yeah. I mean, he probably wanted to avoid the limelight. He probably thought that getting the head that he has, genetically crossing his head with that of a tomato and spreadable ginger beard, would make him not stand out from the rest. So, but I mean, even amongst the aliens, you would think, oh, boring human. Let's not look at that. I mean, haven't we seen that plenty of times before? Let's look at the giant fish monster or something. No, his head is just abnormal enough that it draws attention in a sea of weirdos. I mean, that is remarkable. I mean, it really is a tragic case, because you would assume that picking the name that he has, picking the head that he has, thinking that he was going to be avoiding the gaze of everyone he comes across. A professional's professional, but no, he's the center of attention. It is a tragedy of a kind. He didn't want to be a part of this. The fishbowl incident. Yeah, it could have just been an episode of asphyxiation. He may not have genetically enhanced his head. He just got stuck out in space and it stuck. That's possible. Yeah, I'll buy it. Oh, that's Discord going off. That's that noise. Okay. Well, let's see. What else can we discuss? That's enough about Andromeda. It's a pretty shit game. T done. Topic of T has been covered. Plainly the most important on offer. Let's talk about Rockmelon. Okay, Rockmelon. Really quite easy to grow. It's a vine, like many a melon, I would assume. And it grows remarkably quickly. We have produced a batch of 15 Rockmelon in perhaps a 1 by 3 meter space in all of 1 month. That's a lot. That is a shit ton of fruit. Very sweet though, so don't over fertilize it. I think it's borderline inedible, to be honest. But I enjoyed watching it grow. The birds enjoy sitting on it as a perch for some reason. I'm not sure. That really should have deterred me from eating it. All those scrabbly claws dug into the fruit, but no, I ate it anyway, and I may now have diabetes. But we'll see. I'll go consult the doctor, see what's cracking there. Yeah, with the rock melon. My understanding is that you shouldn't actually plant seeds that have been, just pulled out of a fruit from the supermarket. But that's what I did. Maybe that's why it was so tasted like just pouring sugar down my throat instead of, a proper rock melon. But that's just the price you have to be willing to pay, I guess, to install dodgy fruit into your garden. But yes, just keep that in mind next time you go on a melon planting spree, because I know you're all thinking about it. It's that time of year or something. I don't know. Actually, no, it's coming on for summer there, isn't it? Yeah, no, that's right, spring. Good luck with that. Any other topics that we could discuss? No. I think now time has come and gone. Break. I'm just gonna have a break. I'm now a talking piece would. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Enjoy the silence. Something, something, something. Yeah, I don't remember the names, the lyrics to that song either. Anyway, the bit about Tetris getting his being a name selected from the magazine isn't actually too far from the truth of how my father's name was selected. Our grandparents just opened a book of the most popular names for that year and ran their
Great.
fingers down the page.
Great.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
That makes me happy when that happens.
I mean, they were.
I
they were a
gotta
bunch-
go
they were
speak with Sam
peasants
now.
coming from the old country. Oh, you gotta
Puzzling
go.
as it may be,
No, I gotta speak with Sam
Ryder,
Node about the
blocks your father placed on my array are opening. I
the
can
thing
now
I
recall
picked up, the
specific
floaty
memories
circle.
which Alec wanted you to
Oh.
see.
which apparently are
Let me-
memories of
wait.
my dad.
I can actually see his memories?
Yes, you will experience them via your implant.
Bit of eye
Okay.
clipping going on there again.
Something new every day.
Oh, keep a lookout for the smiley face.
Let's see it.
This memory is from the time
What
when
about
your
the
father
smiley
was
face?
posted on the Citadel.
And at some point, this massive particle just arranged itself into a
Alec,
cheesy
your
grin.
recommendations will never fly.
Oh, him?
Artificial intelligence?
He smiled a couple times. It's been horrible.
It's our best option.
No. Oh, no, it's okay.
If the council gets wind of this, it'll set
This woman
humanity
looks
standing
mostly
back
like a normal
decades.
human being.
You're overreaching.
Ambassador Goro, I'm the military
Oh, that's
attaché on
a
the
quote for the
Citadel.
day, I think.
My mandate is clear. Find an edge for Earth.
An AI.
Sorry,
is
AD,
an answer?
I'm busy making
We
a
need to catch
megawatt
up.
within 2 days.
But it's illegal.
Their
What
rules,
is
not
this?
ours.
Define.
It will set us free.
You'll see. It'll be ready for Iron Man.
Oh, is this
By
mayhem?
augmenting
April
our own
1st.
abilities.
No.
and adding a few
Oh,
new
okay.
ones.
Well, not
Because they were separate from their creator. There's no...
This is apparently a conversation about AI. I really don't care.
no cure.
My mom
It's terminal.
looks.
Not on my watch.
She doesn't look like she passed on her genes. Let me put it that way.
Hearing Mom again.
I think whatever
Never knew that's how
resemblance
Dad
is
found
just
out.
buried
Alec
beneath
was
the
discovered in
mounds of clay and
It's how Dad was wired.
birthmark, to be honest.
He didn't like to lose, in any situation.
It would seem that
What
included
is going
Like,
on with my eyes?
Nobody wanted to
Well,
listen.
I think if you
The
just
idea of you
got out a
scared people too
Zippo
much.
and
I'm
just
gonna rip
As
off
it
a
is,
bit.
Dad
held
goes
it-
back to Earth to care for
held
Mom.
it beneath his face and just
Wonder why
melted
he
off
wanted me
some
to
of the
see this.
content, you'd probably
Perhaps
get
it was
something
the
more
beginning.
approximate.
Of what?
unknown.
So what his mother
Private
looked like?
audio
I don't know,
logs
it's just
are
a
now
guess.
available in
I
your
don't know.
father's quarters. I detect
He's a
additional
black
memories,
Asian
but they are
man with
currently
blonde
locked.
hair.
They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
I'm not
Of
gonna.
course.
They give you all these questions to investigate the universe, and normally I like world building and that kind of stuff, where you can just kind of sit there and like basically use the game as Wikipedia, but. No.
Well, like any good piece of science fiction, right? Well, in good science fiction, you want to provide a narrative that makes those questions interesting to
Yes,
explore,
exactly.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Right, and
yeah.
such a narrative does not exist here. So those questions are empty.
I think I went to the right place. Hopefully, I don't know. I gotta go find the security.
I'm just
footage.
thinking of a moment in the story in which someone who really wanted to see the truth of Buck Tetris, see what sort of person he really was underneath, and they find themselves in a calamitous situation in which one of them is hanging over a ledge, and then falls off and reaches up and just grabs onto something for his dear life, and it happens to be Buck's face, right? And then in that moment, just tears off all of his cakey genetic augments,
This file is
and
useless.
it sort of just rips
Let's
away
check
from
another.
his from his real face beneath, and then he plummets to his death.
And another
But
scramble.
in his last moment, sees the
Coincidence
real
seems
face of
unlikely.
Buck Tetris. I think that'd be a
Let's
very
check into
poetic
that.
moment, and I can't wait to get to that point of the story.
This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files.
I need pretty high clearance. I don't give a shit.
Think you can get enough out of...
The file base, you will
Got it.
Oh god, I gotta scan people. Okay, let's look for people to scan.
Tram technicians, please report to the Hyperion coupling annex.
Tarnsman should rip off hex oil.
I could get behind it. What is?
It's
Hold
that
up.
scourge I'm
Do you have
wondering
something
about.
to say to me?
Standard colony radiation
Doctor,
shields can handle
doctor,
it,
doctor.
but I
Let's
hate you
talk.
showed
Let's
me.
talk.
The beauty of the cosmos unfolds in your planet scans, Pathfinder.
Okay, you just have a question for me. Do you have anything for me, Professor?
Pathfinder.
Do we still
Those
have to
bioscans are superb.
take a visit
Could you
to
gather
the
more for our
immigrations AI officer thing? I do you remember that part? I assume that I think that's where we left off, but I can't remember if I don't know the linearity of this game. If we have to go revisit
What?
it. That hologram that you had to talk to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, is that something still to do, right?
No, I already talked to that.
Okay, thank God.
The only thing I have to do is go to. I have to scan people. I guess there'd be somebody up by my face is tired lady. Hold up. Let's just get the. What's this guy got in?
Her tiredness.
That vista still looks pretty darn good. I'm not gonna lie. Hey, Sewage Steve, how you doing? You doing good?
Yeah, but the fact that you're needing to latch onto that, like it's the sole good thing in this game at the moment.
Well, I believe in.
Beyond the colors.
You know, I like
Sure.
to. Yeah, I like to. One thing that bugs me is that Buck Tetris has this like teal, color scheme going on, but everything else is more of a straight blue, in white and blue. But Buck Tetris, I guess, just is sort of like nothing in here. Okay. You got anything for me? There we go.
biometrics do not match.
Levy or Liev Duel Dutel.
It's bad, Jim. It's because they can hover. That's why.
Why doesn't Sewage Steve have a chair? Because he's Sewage Steve. man.
Anyone.
That's the lesbian squad, man. Okay.
He spends enough time sitting down when he's hammering out some cool tunes in front of his drum set at home.
You think Sewage Steve is a drummer in his spare time?
I think he's a fucking master percussionist, is what I think.
You think he's the fucking second coming of?
Or he's just the one guy in the orchestra that plays nothing but the triangle, and he just when he goes to work he dreams of being a drummer, so he's just banging on the set.
Okay, I was thinking like Sewage Steve goes home and turns into Phil Collins.
Oh yeah. Well, any of those options I think paint a pretty picture.
It's Z fighting so hard. What the fuck is Z fighting?
Scan results show partial
Oh, here we
positive.
go. This is the guy
If
Atkins,
Nukage
right?
Steve wants to
We
rest,
need
or
to
Sewage
talk.
Steve, Sewage Steve
Look,
wants
not
to
to be
rest,
rude,
then he can
but I
just
have work to do.
dissolve into sewage, and that's
We
just
know
his
what you've
resting
been up
position.
to. You're done here.
He just reassemble.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just doing my job.
Dale
that's all.
Atkins.
Proof says you've been up to no good.
Figures. Screw this. Screw all you hypocrites on this
What?
station.
You're
weren't
done here,
when
Dale.
They kicked out our loved
Fucking
ones.
Dale.
Mutiny? We just
Oh,
wanted
that's right.
answers.
There was a mutiny.
My sister is out there. I don't even know if she's
It's when two
alive or-
textures flip back and forth because they're interfering. Oh, okay, that's what that is. Okay. Your actions are unforgivable.
Whatever happened back then, hurting people now makes no sense.
What is that point?
What do you
man?
know? I don't care what you think. Mutiny leaders
I
will
think
write
if someone like
demands about
Buck
what was
Tetris
going on.
approached me
You
and
could
just
have
told
hurt
me I was
people,
fired and my
killed
actions
them.
were unforgivable,
Like those who got
I
killed
would
when the
just
leadership
being
had the
stalked by a
Gorgon
ghost
friends.
that just turn around and go back
I'm
to
done
work
talking.
with a
I
glazed
confess,
expression
it
on my
was me.
face.
Do whatever you
Who
want.
was that?
Not my call. The Nexus leaders will make that decision.
That lot make a decision. That'll be the day.
That was apparently the resolution to the station being sabotaged. Was just, you're done here, bro. Okay, I think we can go to the docking bay. Sure.
How did you even come to the conclusion, narratively speaking, that this guy was behind whatever it is that I have not been paying attention to?
I hit down on the D-pad and it brought up that scanning thing, and then I clicked on the red stuff until it told me to go talk to that guy. Okay.
Open and shut case.
I mean, it's pretty pretty fucking simple. Like, I didn't even arrest that dude. He just left.
Superintendent Scanner.
I hear it's something special.
Like, he just
Pathfinder
bailed.
How's the ship?
In final checks, looking great.
We won't be long. The way things are going, we'll be on our own out there.
In other words, we're making this up as we go.
See, episode of DuckTales where Donald Duck gets framed for espionage and his punishment is getting kicked out of the Navy. Apparently that happened. Oh, hey, look, it's this cutscene again. We've already seen this. I'm just skipping. Fucking mess. There's my ship, yeah. Maybe I could see the face
closer look.
where Buck Tetris's wonderful smile came from. Vetra Nix.
Yes. Otherwise, there's no. Damn it.
Is something wrong? Nicely done.
Oh, good. We can actually skip this stuff.
Part of the job, Pathfinder.
Yeah, I can just jam X.
All things considered, it was an easy task.
I mean, is this something you could have done before? Like,
Right
how
now,
angry should I be at you right
tearing
now?
down obstacles, not putting up more.
I've been skipping a lot of dialogue, dude. What are you talking about?
Finally.
I mean, I guess you have to leave some in, otherwise this game would presumably last all of 15 minutes. That guy's got some swagger about him. Like everyone else in this damn game.
Yeah,
Everything's
dude, look at how
state-of-the-art.
she's walking across
Labs,
that landing
sensors,
platform.
exploration gear. Plus her crew, of course. The best in their field.
Ah, glad to see you looking well.
Everybody walks like like I don't even know how to describe
The
their
engine
walk.
core
It's
is
like
based on the Arch
they're
Odyssey
walking
drive.
like they have
runs
to
a
make
hell of a lot
sure
quieter.
that their arms
That's
swing
Gil
at
Brody,
least 2
engineer,
feet in front and
mechanic,
behind
all-around
them
wrench
every
jockey.
time they move. like there's like some
We call this the
requirement.
research room. There's space for upgrading equipment, gathering intel.
Router engaged. Securing connection to Tempest.
Welcome aboard, Sam. And Ryder, of course.
All run by Suvi Anwar, our science officer.
It's more of a wagger. Yeah, that's
Your
better.
quarters are below.
I don't know. Look at
Plenty of
this
space up here to
swing
get
on
everyone
Vetra
together.
here. It's pretty.
Maybe we
It's
could
all
just
yours.
knock off
She's
one of the
light,
J's and
stealthy,
the R at the end.
and
It's called
fastest ship in her
Swage.
class.
Swage.
It's really gonna be something, isn't it?
I haven't even shown you the
Oh
pictures.
my God,
Ren.
that face. That face.
When you're
That
ready to
face.
fly, head over to the bridge. Our pilot should have everything good to go.
They.
Sorry, no, it's just lips.
Better
It's
head to the
just,
bridge when we're
it's
ready
the
to
way
go.
the material bunches up into a pout.
The meeting room. You can make vid calls from the central table, or just get the crew together.
Oh,
I
man.
got here. I got
Okay, this is where you left it, I'm pretty
Serious
sure,
kill,
last time.
baby.
Yeah, this is where we left off. Okay, what do I got?
And it took half an hour to get back there again.
Sidewinder, rare pistol. I'll keep that. I'll keep that. Let's sell all salvage. Yeah, there we go. Shotgun melee. No, I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Omni gel. Okay, let's. Yeah. Okay. Do we have like research? Somebody mentioned research. Liam. What the fuck is Liam? Let's talk to you.
Seems like we're forever racing.
This is
But there's always
worse
time to
than
check out
Mass
new
Effect
toys.
2 and 3 by
Useful
a
ones.
country mile.
That was a real thunking comment.
This makes use of old ones.
Bad.
You grabbed on Habitat 7. Raw minerals, tech, doesn't matter.
I don't really
The
care.
research station will strip that stuff down, give you
God.
options.
We're on our own for everybody else. That's what
We're
Pathfinder
on
means
our
now.
own for everybody else.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, everybody should be so lucky. This tech is
I mean,
aces.
I'm guessing there was probably
If the best
as
we
much
get is what we
dialogue
make,
in something like
still the best.
Mass Effect 1,
Check it
2,
out.
3, right?
Yeah, no. Mass Effect 1.
Right, it's just the value of it is
What can I
diminished.
research here? I don't have much. I have no Milky Way data. I only have 120 of that. I don't have anything. Weapons. Okay.
Buck Tetris' grandpa. Let's click.
The mesh shotgun? What the fuck?
That is a lot of jaw.
What is... Avoid the entire series like the plague. What weapons do we got? I don't have anything I like. Here, I know all these weapons from the previous games. 2 and 3 are not that bad compared to this. 2 and 3 had their own... What's development? Let's see. 2 and 3 had their Avenger. That's a shitty thing. Oh, yeah, boy. Fuck yeah, the Matic. This thing was the shit back in the day. I love this gun. This gun is what it's all about. And the phalanx pistol. There we go. Let's make us a Matic.
Yeah, but all these options are giving the illusion that there's going to be game.
What else can we? Can we make
things to shoot at? I mean,
helmet, Maverick skirmisher helmet.
If all the combat sequences really just add up to no more than 50 minutes of play tops, then really all of these options are window dressing.
Yeah, yeah.
You might as well just give the stock, I don't know, 7 or 8 guns, or just a couple of options, and just let it fly from there.
That's kind of what Mass Effect 2 did, honestly. You had like 5 guns.
Well, good. Just grease the gears until you get to the next boring talking part.
I don't know. Mass Effect at least had like Garrus.
Departure trajectory locked. Nexus control.
Zaid. It had like characters in it.
Time
before.
for introductions.
I believe it.
You
I
must
believe
be
it.
Ryder, Kalojath. A pleasure to be here and to meet you.
Look, I mean, I haven't been really paying
I'll be
attention to the
piloting
content,
Tempest at your word.
John, because
ship,
I'm
it'll
on
take a
mute, obviously,
Pathfinder's
so I can
guidance
talk
to
to
see us
Tons,
through
but
Helios.
this guy's approaching you with a purpose. Oh, to shake your hand. Okay, I mean, it looked like he was walking to knock your lights out.
Being a Pathfinder running a ship?
You'll be fine.
Look, I haven't been paying
As for the
attention
ship,
to the dialogue.
I can help. I knew the
as I say,
Tempest
to
when
me
she
it
was
is
a
so
The dialogue
petty.
is mostly just.
I was test
Here's
pilot
the
for
ship.
Tempest's
I'm a
early
guy.
prototypes. I admit, I'm itching to see how she performs out here.
It's not a space opera. It's not even a soap opera.
So how do I?
The console
Or a
syncs
spoke
with your
opera,
implant.
or
Just
anything like
swipe,
that. It's
touch a
not
destination here, and the nav
operatic.
system calculates everything. Very efficient.
Oh no, your dad died.
It was
Isn't
optimized
that like
for a
key
Pathfinder.
in
Everything's
Soap opera,
secure.
cornerstone.
If you're ready.
Yeah, sure.
Is anyone ready for something this big?
Look, all
I
I'm
guess we
saying,
have
if
to
it's a
be.
toss-up between this and Days of Our
Alright.
Lives, it's going to be a hard decision to make.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Command access is transferring successfully.
Science and monitoring stations look fine.
What is wrong
Lexi
with her
reporting
face?
in.
Holy shit.
Helm is green. Gil reports the drive core is online.
This is it, Ryder. The Tempest is yours.
Well, Buck, I don't think you have
Unless
any
you've got
right asking
something
that
to say
question.
for
Tell what's
Log.
wrong with her face.
We got this. No, I'm not. No, let's go. Fuck you, people.
No time for speeches. Let's see what we can find.
Nexus control. This is the Tempest. Ident 2527.
For a moment, I
prepping to
thought
depart.
Buck looked human, but then he fucked it up.
I love the disinterest with which those people are walking away from the ship launch. Like,
Departure vector verified.
oh, that's right.
Tempest.
Buck is supposed to be casual.
Godspeed, Pathfinder.
I guess I fucked that up. I don't know. I think Buck Tetris is more concerned about the giant lesions on his face.
Helios, then. What would have been our Habitat 1?
Okay, so this is the
Two-field
galaxy.
outpost is an
Well, I
inside
mean, he must
here.
be having some sort of
Maybe we
existential
can turn
crisis,
things around.
right?
Is that a
everything he knew about the world has been brought into question.
Is that a fucking black hole? That's okay. We need to talk about this.
It can't be because it's black. It needs to be white.
It's not. That definitely looks like a black hole and like an accretion disk and all that.
Well, yeah, it's just weak.
But it's weight. Like, look how fucking big that is for a second. Like, okay, that's. We need to talk about scale in space and how like space just gets it wrong, because space is fucking huge. Like, if that black hole is that visible from out here, like that thing is like 5,000 million times bigger than the one at the center of the Milky Way.
Maybe this is the therapy that Buck Tetris needs. If he wants to get the plump out of his face, he can just stick it into the spaghettification zone for a couple of seconds and just come out a better man.
Oh, and you can even see it from this far away. That's not good. What the fuck is this? I have a scanner. Oh, hold up. Here we go. Anomaly.
Probes launched.
Oh god, they brought this
Anomaly
back from
found.
fucking Mass Effect 2. This was the worst thing. What the fuck is this? What is? Oh god, please no. Please tell me this is not the space. Oh god. Oh, I have to. Oh god, please tell me there's not a cutscene every time I go somewhere. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. Oh god. Oh man. I got 32 element 0. Okay, let's try to go to another planet. Let's see if this is indeed the case. Let's go to this planet. Oh god, it is. Oh god. Oh god. Why? Oh my god, why would you do this? Oh my god. Oh my, no. Oh my god. Why the fuck would you do this? Oh god. This moon is way too close to this planet, and this ring system is fucked up. Let's hold up. Let's go back to that. Let's go exit. Let's go fuck with the ship for now. Oh, that's cool though. You actually get to see the planet you're at. In the old games, there was no windows on the bridge. You couldn't actually look out of the ship. Now you actually have like real windows and shit. That's cool. Alright, let's talk to fucking people on the ship.
Sure.
Glad you stopped
we
by.
can give it some brownie points.
You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You mentioned something about helping design the...
I don't care.
Test pilot of course.
Why did you?
What can I say? I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I get it. Like leaving a good...
The team liked. I remember Serena debugged.
You remember?
Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing.
Okay.
Not that I dislike your company.
Cheer up, Ken.
I should get back to it, but thank...
Okay. Email terminal. Hijack. Okay. Interviews. Oh, good. There's an interview. There's always an interview. Let's talk to fucking deformed face Scottish lady.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus science team.
What do you mean, liaison? Are you gonna tell on me?
Are you gonna tell on me?
Not interested in politics. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
60 pages. Huh?
That's a lot of pages. About dirt.
Oh, you don't have to be kind. I know it's barely more than a summary. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see serious. It's why I
Buck
joined the
Tetris is
initiative.
deformed of his own free
The
will.
Milky Way
This
was
lady
just
just
a
looks like she
corner
got
of a vast
smacked with the wrong end of the wedge.
Corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
We'll just fell asleep in the solarium or something.
For some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining
I
us
prefer
on
the
missions?
original version of Dirt.
Oh,
Bite me! Yes!
That's
I said
funny.
it!
Me? Out
I prefer the
there,
original.
With the guns and the danger and
What
everything.
will you do about
Oh yeah, we're gonna fuck
I'm
Scottish
good
lady.
with guns and danger. I could teach you. And make sure you're okay out there.
Trying to bag yourself
I
one of
appreciate the
every
offer, but I'm
nationality on the
happy
ship.
where I am.
I see how it
Tinkering
goes.
in labs. And, in case you offered hoping to get to know me better, that's not gonna work. I mean,
John's favorite SL
I prefer
track is
to
the
keep
one
things
that's like 40
professional.
seconds long.
I understand completely.
Wow.
Anyway, I've
Buck
just received some
Tetris just got
instructions from the
shot
science team,
the
and I really should go
fuck
over them.
down.
Later then.
Poor Buck Tetris. I see.
We haven't really spoken since orientation.
I'm sorry, it's not you, it's me. Actually, no. Wait, it is you.
The loadout station? What's the... okay, hold up. Unequip. Can I unequip my melee? I can't.
In the immortal worlds of Douglas Renham.
Put that in there, and then let's go with pistols. Sidewinder? Yeah, there we go. Armor. What do we got armor-wise? I just got that. We just got that. Consumables. That's what it is. Okay. Wow. Okay, let's go to the ladder. Let's see what the fuck's down here. Oh, okay. Oh, cool.
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your
That's a
quarters.
comfy looking bed.
Sam's router is down there too.
But yeah, I like the windows, I'm not gonna lie. Clothing and armor customization, where the fuck is that?
That was such an awkward slide down the ladder.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Is that it? I see it. I see it. Yes, I see it. Oh, good. Jacket. Oh, baby, yes. Customized colors, yes. Okay, outfit color 1. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, yes. Oh.
Now it all makes sense. His look's gonna come together now. It's gonna make sense. Oh, shit.
Oh, baby. Oh, man. There we go. Yes. Yes. Oh, armor. Oh, yes. Yes, outfit color 1. Oh, it's the Buck Tetris. Oh, no one needs to be painted.
Is that the sound of you cranking everything to 11? Oh, I see. There isn't an option to enlarge the helmet, so it isn't squashed into it like a fucking... Yeah.
Oh, baby, yes. There we go. Paints. Pattern select. Ooh, camouflage. Pattern color.
What are you talking about? He's not hurting other people. This is the...
There we
This is
go.
the design that he always wanted.
Oh, jacket.
This completes the picture.
There we go. Yes. Yes, look at this shit. Oh, man. Oh, yes. Okay. All right. We're fucking... We're cooking with gas now. Oh.
Shame you can't get that printed onto the back.
Bunks in here. Cozy, huh?
Bloody hell.
Your room's got more of a view.
This game is now 2000% visually better. It is. Can I make him anime run? No, but he does. It does match his jive moves. Look at this, jiving along. What's in here?
Be careful when you step out into
The
the
blue give it
sunlight with
away?
that thing, Jesus.
Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking
Oh,
after
and
your
they're just
sister.
continuing to hold regular
You
conversation.
know Sarah's the good one.
I think you're both trouble.
You look different somehow. My eyes fucking kill me.
Sorry.
What's going on with you
I
today,
remember you
Buck
having a
Tetris?
gentle
I don't
touch.
know. I
Still trying to
decided
get
to
my
wear
bearings.
the jacket that
Thought
God
I'd be
gave
waking
me.
up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Being nervous means you understand what's at stake.
That's the problem. I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here,
What?
a Ket corpse.
Where's the laser
For
quest at?
autopsy.
Why do you care about...
I don't give a shit about your
My
fucking...
thesis on Krogan virility and
You're
aggression
full of
is
surprises.
what got me in the
I'm
initiative.
fucking flirting with
I had no
everybody.
idea. I'd love to hear more. Over dinner.
Comment on my clothes, damn it. We're not having this conversation.
Thing is, Ryder, you're not my type.
What's your type?
Not a patient. I need to be able to look at you clinically without distractions.
Wow, dude.
Am I distracting?
Not nearly as much as you think you are. But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just
The
something
outfit
to think
just
about.
wasn't working.
Sam,
It's just not. It's
Make
not.
sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Well.
I'm sorry. Him fucking sitting there in this fucking outfit, in this face, going, am I distracting? What the fuck is over here? Respec station? Sure, let's respec. Yeah, I'll respect myself. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back.
Just a walking kaleidoscopic nightmare. But he still exudes such confidence. Tarnsman could not have chosen a better picture to leave us with. Look, just look at that expression. He's showing not a single trace of self-doubt. He is totally at ease with his appearance. He's seen the shrink. He's had all the counseling needed, and he's come to accept himself, Buck Tetris. In fact, is there any color that he's currently wearing that does not form part of a Tetris block in the game? I don't think so. I think we know what his agenda is. It's good. I like it. No, I decided to have transplant surgery on my larynx. I got it swapped out for a British accent to be more like my best online friend Alfonso, who you'll know. He's one of the greatest people around. So I just want to be more like him, to be honest. So I got to swap out. God damn it, John! Don't ruin everything. I had him. Oh, that's right. Buck Tetris didn't fit in the name slot. Damn it. Pony Rider. Hi, what's cracking? You do, Mr. Nesbitt. You do. Get on that. If you can be better than 70% of the player base and get past map 5, then all power to you. Essel, she does need to Iron Man. I know John's looking forward to it because she was giving him some shit during his playthrough. But it was a wholly deserved death. I think we all agree. Actually, how many people from the Bats next team have even participated in? Let's have a look. I feel like not nearly enough. I know Do is just very happy to see everyone get killed to my boy the Archvile. Let's see, Lemon League. Super Cupcake Tactics, Walter Confetti, Eartha, Judge Dead, Crusader, Scotty, Noisy Velvet Dice, Man, Doom Lover, Float Around, Joe Elias, Skillsaw. Skillsaw died on map 4. He spent all his energy trying to get past map 3. So nervous of dying into his own map. And then ended up getting killed in the disco. I think Do suggested that the Archvile get placed there. And so it's his baby. Skillsaw, died at 4. Bash, Sweet Pea, Deadwing, W. Not nearly enough. Just Skillsaw and Tarnsman, who's 9th still for some reason. He's on map 6. That's it. Just those two out of 37 participants. That's not good enough. I think we need to set out Kickstarter harassment campaign, something like that. Need to get Essel, Do. Pavera does have to have a go. Absolutely. You won't make top 10. If you get past map 6, you'll be top 10. If you get past map 5, you'll be in the top third. Something like that. Out of the 11 people who died on map 5, amazingly, I'm the second fastest. This other guy called Ketsuzoku, who got a Ghost Revenant on his run, I think he was actually 5 minutes faster than me. He blitzed through it. Like if he actually made it through to the end, he probably would have set the speed run of the ages. Didn't really put much value on survival to my benefit, but hey, just get past map 6. I mean, hey, John Sweet Pea's method of playing as slow as he likes, as long as he survives, is fine. I mean, it's just because he died on map 5, he dropped like he was the slowest out of all 11 players to play map 5. But if he survives map 5, then he falls into like 13th place. So it's not exactly a bad strat to have, as long as you just don't mind not winning. If you want to be second rate, sure, do it.
I want to be second rate, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I have skills. I don't want to put them in tech. What do we got? Let me actually read what these skills do. Overload, I know that. Incinerate, I know that.
I was just explaining to the Twitch chat how wonderful it is that you left us with that image of Buck Tetris there, just because he's exuding confidence still.
Oh yeah, he's
like he is at ease with who he's become.
Flamethrower,
What he's become.
That looks cool. Yeah, we're getting that. Flamethrower. Oh no, let's back. Let's undo that.
But that's right. Everyone remember that that QQ Nesbit here is he's incognito in BZ Plasma stream.
Why is he incognito on BZ Plasma stream? Because
his maps had a certain impact on his temperament. Did TMD's maps on BZ Plasma, so he's he's infiltrated his cast. It's good. It's good. I mean, I'm not watching it because I think it's just a poisonous individual. But if I did, that would be where the laughs come from.
Okay, cool. We're almost to some gameplay. There's no gameplay in this. Alright, what else do we got around here?
Why does that hologram appear on your right shoulder?
That's telling me what I am.
But we already know who you are. There's no mistaking that jacket, that outfit.
Pathfinder,
You don't need no
something?
hologram.
I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric
This guy
diffuses
is
the charge
moving a
from
couch?
Tabletop Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Right. What?
Never mind. BS for the requisition. So, finally time for that beer? And after
The
2
fabric
years and a dozen
diffuses from an
suspensions, I took a
Omniblade.
lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked.
Alfonso did leave that
I
couch
bet Hustle
there.
followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What the fuck is Hustle?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1.
Fucking Steve Bannon
Earth's
here.
contribution to a multi-species.
Oh god, now we have to have what Dean Lerner would call a conflab on the couch.
HUST1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch.
Hustle
All
looks...
civilians.
Oh.
Tastes better just thinking about those days.
My favourite
I
couch,
wanted
the only
it.
couch I'm
Seems
interested
like
in,
600
other than the ones in my own maps,
That
is the Dirk Gently couch, which mathematically
Let's get shot down
I'm
again.
looking for moments like this with people like you.
could not find itself in its stairwell at the angle that it did.
Sorry,
You're gonna get
guys
shut
on
down
my team.
again.
But good to know I'm universal. Still an answer though.
Wow,
Something far from
I
home.
can't even
I
be
get it.
gay with Steve
Back at you,
Bannon,
Costa.
man.
Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running.
I've been
from
shot
my
down by
past, but really
30
running
people
for
in a row
myself.
now, by
That'd
the
be
way.
a great story. But it's bullshit.
I mean, his body language
I had
suggests
family,
that he's,
friends,
you know,
a good enough
he's
job.
game.
Nothing was wrong.
Right?
I just heard about the initiative and I believe.
So
in it.
I can't blame
believed
Buck
in a new
for getting the
beginning.
lead on. He's just
Still do. I have to. We're in it.
rocked up with the wrong attitude and the wrong colours.
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind or steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember these
Why don't you
essentials.
come back to my pod
A new
and we
start
can,
guided by the
play
Pathfinder.
Tetris?
I'll bust my tail to make that a good story.
I can't even get him with the dude who's getting drunk, man. Let's go in here.
I'll talk. Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
Yeah, why don't you go hit on Sewage Steve?
Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi. Fine, but don't embarrass me.
Or maybe just be
Ryder,
Whiplash
this
all
is
over
Sid,
again.
my
He
sister.
would just
Sid,
turn down the
Ryder.
relationship because he has
Let me
more
guess.
interest in drumming.
Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Yeah,
He wants to
Look,
be the
kiddo,
best.
Gotta go. Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
Buck Tetris has zero game, like
So I know it
zero
feels like
game
I just jumped
whatsoever.
aboard your ship without explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
I think... No. I know that I can be of use here. I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Let's get it with
wow,
the alien.
that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
We need that sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. I should track down a lead for Gil's actuators. Back channels, you know. We'll chat later?
Did I get shot down again? Is that what that was? I think I did. I think I did get shot down again.
It's a conspiracy.
But Tetris
sort of
has
anti-Tetris agenda.
Has zero game, like zero game. Who's in here?
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, things might start falling off the Tempest at the most inopportune times.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see
Dude,
how
this
things
guy
are
just
going
threatened
with
to
the ship.
destroy the
I can
ship
coax
from the
more out of this
inside.
baby than some might think,
That's
but
the
we shouldn't
best.
go
That's
too
the
far
best
or push too
engineer
hard
ever. Like,
between next
treat me with
stops.
respect,
For
or
now.
I'm gonna fuck up your
It
ship.
just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling
This
in
dude is
Andromeda.
like
Then I got
4chan
here and
as a
oops,
human being.
I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You
I
can't
can just
know
imagine
how
the
jazzed
thought
I was
process of
when
this
you
engineer
showed
right
up.
now. Yeah, this seems like a reasonable human being to just divulge my innermost secrets and feelings towards. He looks like he's level-headed.
Happy to be of service.
Finally,
He's
someone on the
filling
ship
up
I
his
can
own
talk to
one of my
understands
many
me.
talents.
Buck
Is that
Tetris.
right?
Man of the people.
I'll be sure not to blink. I want to see them all.
Now this
Let me
dude,
know if I go too
this
fast
dude
for
is
you.
totally into it. There we go. There we go.
There's no
Buck
such
Tetris
thing.
has found his match.
You just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go.
There we
and I'll
go.
make sure she can get there.
Buck
Deal?
Tetris is
Deal.
gonna have the gaze with fucking Gil Brody, 4chan extraordinaire.
I don't know. I think he's going to wake up tomorrow morning with an exploded ship on his hands.
Ryder, when you've got a minute, stop by the medbay.
No, I'm not gonna stop by the medbay. I gotta go.
We call this the research.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Breezy urging you to wait until
Maybe.
they get to the sex scenes.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good.
Bojan loves Buck Tetris.
I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Huntress?
Huntress.
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one before the initiative. Some things
You know,
stick,
I'm a
though,
human, but
like losing the old man.
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an
What?
APC apart.
What?
And people get nervous. Funny that. The Alliance
don't
found
care.
one of
You
the few
go away,
places where my
lady. I don't
powers
like
were.
you.
People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass.
There's a lot of loss going on.
I prep.
Is this going to...
I don't want to. Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
You, me, side by side? I like the sound of that.
Don't be charming when I'm mad at you.
Are you? You're not glowing. Blushing. maybe.
Really?
Look,
Really?
there's still the mission. A lot of dreams to fulfill.
Good. I'm
So what brought you
glad
out
that
to Andromeda?
I'm glad that the woman
Biotics
who
like
looks
this.
like
Thinking
obviously
like
the
an Asari
lesbian of the
huntress.
crew
I
is
never had a
totally into
place.
Buck Tetris.
Best I could be was a youth.
Trust me, Buck, she is actually glowing. It's the sheen that all characters have on this show.
Okay, I think that's every. Oh no, I gotta stop at the med bay. How do I get back to there? Move. I actually think I already did stop by the med bay, something like that. What is AD?
I mean, I am half expecting just the director to yell cut to someone to run in with a brush and just slap everyone up a bit.
I gotta share that because that's fucking wonderful.
Oh no.
Look what AD linked. Great.
Good timing there, AD. He's always got his finger poised. Oh, he can't take credit.
That's fucking. Alright, Galaxy map. Let's go. System view. Let's get the fuck out of here. Oh god, that's right. I have to. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, who the fuck decided this was a good idea?
Wait, so you zoom out in order to select a new destination, and then the camera takes you back to where you are at the moment in order that they can go through the cinematic?
Yeah, exactly.
Dumb. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally what happens.
Okay.
And then you get to the planet, and it like takes you into this like profile view, and then you zoom out. And then you go to the next one. It's pinchy linking. Because that's fucking distracting. Oh god, yes, that one's great too.
Pinching on the money.
Yeah, I know, right, Fudge?
Yeah.
Nothing on Gong Zen. Gong Zen is such a shitty planet name. Like, where do you come from? I come from Gong Zen. Okay, that black hole in the background is really distracting. Like, the fact that you can see it that big from here, like, the black hole in the center of the Milky Way, right, only is, like, roughly the distance from our sun to Uranus, which is fucking huge, but in the cosmic scale, it's not that big. Like, you wouldn't be able to see it unless you were really fucking close to it. This scanner speed is abysmal. You gotta, like, there we go, fine.
Deploying probe. Getting a scan.
Volcano. I leveled up because I found a volcano, Alfonso. Okay, now I need to go to the Nexus again, apparently. But seriously, like, why don't you just go to the thing when you click on it? Like, this whole having to zoom out, then zoom in, then, like, go there?
It's to help establish pacing between the conversations. I don't know.
If you zoom in on the planets anyways, then you can have a 2 scale because you can just see, like, this is where the planet is, and then you zoom in on it. Like,
Is this the volcano that Tom Petty shouted? Good times.
What did
Cool
Tom
back,
Petty
thank
shoot
you.
in? Oh, I missed the planet. I missed Mohan. There is a point, I think. Okay.
You missed what?
I missed the planet. I was only at 83% in here.
Can we have Mohan anomaly? In fact, can we make anomaly maps for every single planet that is being displayed here? We almost had Go Pounded, so we might as well.
Didn't I go here already though? Like, okay, cool. It needs to zoom in to show me that fucking kick-ass black hole, I guess. I thought I was here already, but apparently I wasn't. Good glitch. Okay. I am here. This is the Helios cluster. Okay.
Makwan.
Makwan. Oh god, you even have to do it when you. Okay, see, if you're gonna do this, then make space to scale because it makes space seem a lot bigger. Like it makes things more impressive. When everything's just right next to each other, you don't get to experience the
This is about as far as the Nexus.
The impressiveness of space comes from its size.
Let's
Oh
see
god,
what's
that black
waiting
hole's
here.
even big. That black hole really pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie. Can I go to it? I think I can.
Anomaly on sensors.
Black hole. Good, I can go to the black hole.
Where's the celestial baby on the other side? This is disappointing.
Also, this black hole is too dark. Like where's all the like?
Oh my god, it's full of dialogue.
Full of dialogue. You can convey this scale of space way better than whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah. Yeah. Personally, I would elect not to like create a scaled down, otherwise realistic looking version of the solar system, whatever, and rather just like select via a map or something.
Tracking a huge
Yeah.
mineral deposit.
Master of Orion too. Like, that's a really uninteresting black hole too, by the way. Like, I like the black hole where it's just like blinding light in that area. Like, there's a black hole.
Yeah, why do all the black holes have to be round these days? It's really uninteresting, just always conforming to convention.
Oh, wow, that clipping.
Trendy physics.
Hold up, let me exit and see if I am inside that ash. I am. Okay. How bad?
You need to be able to individually select each of these rocks, study them. Oh, that's kind of what you're doing. Great.
Let me see.
Okay, no.
Are there any other windows like up here at the? There is. Okay, cool. Let me see what the view is up here. All right. This stuff where you get like the cool view of where you actually are, like that's the kind of shit that's actually like what I like in space exploration games. Like I like that part. I don't like the getting to here. I think the map system in this is abysmal. Like really, really abysmal. Like just worse. Probably the worst thing in this, if I'm being honest, is this map system. Like, I mean, look at it. Look at what I have to do. Please tell me oh, good. I went right into it. Good. I'm glad. Like, okay, and then it zooms out. Like, why? I've got to scan 50 planets. Jesus Christ. Too bad you can't edit the teeth. I agree completely. Did Emmy get any better over time? No, it didn't. The first 3 games are all side grades of one another, and then
Don't tell Mike he hates side grading.
He hates side grading.
Yeah.
I know people will get on me for saying that Mass Effect 1 wasn't good, but I honestly don't think Mass Effect 1 was that good. I think it had a lot of problems. I think it was okay. I mean, I think it was as good as 2 and 3, but I think all 3 games have a lot of problems. Like, Mass Effect 1 had the problem of driving around basically empty boxes for hours on end. But, this is a clear downgrade over those ones. Like, we went from the side grade to the downgrade.
Yeah, on the axis of quality, this drops right down at the bottom of the page.
2 and 3 had a terrible map system too, where you actually had to like fly a stupid, dinky little model ship around space, and that look, I go past it, and then I like zoom, like I fucking roller coaster curve into it. 2 and 3 had like this stupid model ship that you flew around space, and it was fucking terrible. But at least you like didn't have to do this. Like having to like move the ship around the thing and worry about fuel and stuff still went faster than whatever.
Well, I mean, I was for a moment I was kind of confused as to why I was so disappointed with this system, despite it being really no more or less a waste of time than what you've already been doing, talking to people on the ship. But then I realized that you could always be distracted by the appearance and the shitty, things that we've already been talking about. Whereas this is just a waiting game. Maybe it'd be souped up with, I don't know, flying by celestial bits of Tetris blocks or something in space. Anything, really.
Well, don't we have that giant space fiberglass cloud or whatever the fuck the thing is we fought when we first came in? Like, that was the Scourge, I think it is. It's like a space.
I want to know what's happening to the callous muscle men.
Heck of a wake-up call.
Oh, here we go. This is the exact. Here it is. Here's the fucking space. The space.
Well, so, what are you doing? Aren't you supposed to select and land on one of these? Is this just a scavenging?
Yeah,
mission?
I'm just checking them out right now.
Okay. Maybe you shouldn't do that. Maybe you should just.
I have to scan 50 planets according to the.
What? You have to do that 50 times?
Yeah, there's a quest to do it 50 times.
Fuck off. That's abysmal. Oh no. Oh look, it's the golden spiderweb weaver thing.
Yeah, it's
kind
the
of
space
funky.
fiberclad. That's what.
All right. Yes.
I have 50 research Milky Way data. Which that thing is so huge that
Why don't you just stick your
Getting a scan.
red square hologram thing out the fucking window and just scan the planets that way?
That'd be
far more
great.
efficient. Yeah.
The epilepsy tunnel. That's great. So this space, like we're talking about scale, like this fiberglass thing would have to be so insanely gigantic, right?
Sure.
That's the research vessel Dr. Aridana informed us of.
I
There
found
are no life
I found the
within.
missing science team,
She'll want
guys.
to know.
It looks really dodgy as well. Like, is there any explanation as to what it's supposed to be?
No, it's mysterious. It's supposed to be a giant cloud of dark energy, but I thought the point of dark energy was you couldn't actually see it.
Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Well, there's dark matter and there's dark energy. I don't think neither of them are visible.
Anomaly detected.
There's a lot of anomalies in this system. I'm at least getting shit out of these scans.
That's gonna be a big megawad. How unfortunate.
We've got a crater.
Erickson anomaly.
Anomaly located.
Like, I'm sure there's somebody who derives pleasure out of, like, reading all that text about the planets, but I feel like the time getting to the planet makes me not want to read anything about the planet.
If you're a nerd, right? I mean, it's just like... But I specifically select that word because that's just information for information's sake, right?
Anomaly
I can't be bothered reading about something if it's going to have no application in the narrative sense.
Probes launched.
Or if it doesn't support the world in an interesting way. I mean, you're not going to...
I think having information for information's sake is totally fine. As long as, like...
No, well, yeah, sure.
It's accessible in, like, in a way that's not obnoxious. Like,
right, it's just not interesting to me. But
when I get out of this stupid thing, I'll pause and show you. They have this thing called the Codex, which just has all these entries on, like, it's like basically Wikipedia. I can open it in the menu at any time. But, like, it's just there in the menu. It doesn't get in my fucking way. It's just over there. Cool, awesome, thank you. That's actually a pretty cool shot, I guess. But,
I guess geek is a better word.
Ever is. Alright, there we go. I'm 100% on those.
The camera, of course, specifically moves into position so it can get the dual planet shot with the sun.
Yeah.
Peeking over the horizon.
Which is like, you know, everybody harps on how that's the only thing you can do, and it's like all the space shots are that, but it's like, you know, space is giant and empty. There's only really one way you can frame a
It was
shot.
supposed to be an easy first step. Until no one else.
No, just get behind the planet and just block out all the light. Just have nothing.
What are we hearing, Sam?
There is a signal, Pathfinder. I recommend an immediate examination of EOS.
I recommend an immediate examination of EOS as well, to be honest. Like that was a bad shot.
Deploying probe.
What is this?
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
I quite liked it.
Beryllium deposit. Okay. I'm glad to know that you can just see giant mineral veins from space.
Yeah, this is some Ratchet and
I'm
Clank
picking up
bullshit
something.
going on here.
Where's the... Oh, I see it already. Well, it's helpful that it actually shows
Deploying probe. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Sorry, was the name of that planet Cornsu?
I think so, yeah.
Okay. You know, none of these planet names really striking terror to the heart of the player with the anomaly alongside it. Cornsu anomaly is, yeah.
It's Cornsu anomaly. What about it? I love how you just like clipped. Like, you think like this is the kind of stuff where basic testing should have happened, and it blows me away when that shit doesn't happen. What's that planet's name? Cornsu? Yeah, it was Khonsu. It was Khonsu. Now we're going to Pele, the planet Pele. This is gameplay as far as I can tell. I'm trying to get the planets. I want to get 100% completion on the planets. I've already scanned 15 planets, so we're well on our way. This planet's apparently called Nubachek that we're going to. If you were naming planets, what would you go for? Like, you know, God's already taken. Where would your new things be? Like, do you think when we start naming other planets, we're gonna go with like science fiction things? Like, do you think there's gonna be a core hall or an Ire? An Arrakis?
Maybe locally. I think without thinking about this too seriously, there'd probably be some sort of international standard for naming convention, because you want to name things even though they're not habitable. But if they are habitable, then they would get their own names according to, you know. You would do what's always done and just borrow it from fiction.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So you think there'd be like a Tatooine and a Ire and
right, but you wouldn't pull things out of a hat. You'd try to
probes launched.
Build some sort of naming convention. You'd establish a nomenclature that follows whatever the local. I don't know, just pick something.
How about we name planets like we name hurricanes?
Just go full-blown sentences. Just or just actors. Maybe in the future we'll just be so celebrity obsessed. We'll just go J.K. Simmons, the gas giant.
I'd like to be in the same system as J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Name planets like Tarnsman names Doom maps. A certain plump gas giant. Man, have you been by a certain plump gas giant?
I mean, sure, I can get behind that because it'd have my name on every single fucking disc.
Alfonso spews carbon dioxide into the atmosphere.
A mirror of the
You can give that to the name of a moon that's comprised entirely of methane.
Manipulate.
Not at all relevant.
Okay, armor. Man, Buck Tetris is just the champion of armor. Who do I want in my squad? I don't want.
Alfonso lands on a planet, departs from that planet, and then battles concrete.
Unknown.
Sure. Look at that suit, Jesus.
Your problem, suit.
You've spent so much time navigating space, looking at these sensibly colored planets
that you forgot about that suit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think we're gonna go with these two people. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Unknown, unavailable. Okay, assigned paint job. What the fuck? Okay.
I'd probably name a planet Pylarth.
Suiting up. See you on the ramp.
Hope we're all that ready.
Let's land on that.
Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation.
Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board.
I don't like Scottish woman. She shot Buck Tetris
You're already
down.
tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
Spaceballs the flamethrower. What the fuck? What the fuck is this shot framing?
I
Holy
said a lot
shit.
of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect.
Wow, he came out of nowhere.
Oh, sorry. You okay?
This is exactly why we came. A new galaxy.
She wants to say professional. I'm a casual.
But I can't wait to get both.
But Buck is professional.
He's the most
Pathfinder,
professional man.
The Tempest checks out.
I
They're
mean,
good.
look at that jacket. That just screams professionalism.
Take us down.
You have no idea.
But that's
how
the
long
story
I've
of
wanted a
Buck, right? I
Pathfinder
mean,
to
he
see that.
grew up on a planet where professionalism meant dressing like the way that he does and looking like the way that he does. Only everyone regards him as casual when he gets out into the real world. So now everything he stood for has been called into question.
We got this, right?
What is Steve? Is Steve Bannon standing inside of me?
Hell.
Maybe it's his way of trying to tell you that he's
Sit
sorry.
us down at this nav point.
That he's sorry he shot me down.
Yeah. I mean, he started it. Coming along strong with it. Oh, good, we're landing somewhere. Fucking thank Christ. Can we actually get to some... I don't know why I'm so excited to get back to the combat, considering how boring that was as well.
Oh, Buck Tetris is a mastermind.
What are we even supposed to do here?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge.
Okay.
EO's deployment was incomplete due to environmental hazards and ultimately hostile encounters.
All that, so...
Plus, no Pathfinder. If
yes!
This is like Habitat 7.
Glorious.
Looks like salvage. New. Days ago now.
Who else is here?
They must have...
Pathfinder, that door is...
Locked.
It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
Okay.
Too long in this environment without power.
Standard equipment. That's all we had to get.
So it looks like these levels are pretty wide open and non-linear, which Mass Effect 2 and 3 were pretty hallway oriented because they were very like sort of cutscene-y. Which
doors getting emergency power.
Sure, but the first one we played, remember,
Site
was
1 issued individual security codes.
It was
Each outpost
fake
self-organizes and
linearity.
sets its own protocol.
Yeah, perceived.
Just say we...
Hold up, I got a map. Let me look at this. This map looks pretty wide open and non-linear, though. I've got 3 levels to it. That's pretty fucking massive for, like, the second level. That's
well,
good.
now I get to pass the... see if it passes or fails the Right to Redemption test, as discussed.
Oh, if there's just a whole bunch of stuff that they, like, didn't do anything with?
Yeah, that bloats the file size out by, you know, 50 gigs.
This is almost 50... This is an almost 50 gig game. It's 46.
How much was Ride to Hell? Wasn't it similar?
This Ride to Hell was like 20 or some ridiculous amount like that.
Got a code lock key.
Yeah.
Handy. It'll get us in.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing.
How unfortunate. They lost everybody in the storm.
Maybe.
How utterly unfortunate. Can I go over there? Oh yeah, I need to just boost, because boost gets me to places I need to be. Let me check my profiles, what I got here. Engineer. Combo damage, tech construct health, tech... No, I don't really like that. Sentinel, oh, here we go, recharge speed, I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Sentinel. That's what I played in the other games. Sentinel's always the best class. So you can, like, multi-class, I guess, in this? Like, change between your classes at will, it seems like?
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power,
I'd be
too.
rather watching
the
you
logs
play.
might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Limbo of the Lost.
No, you wouldn't.
I would. It had all the same sources of, like, just the quality characterization and the aimless wandering around, solving puzzles that weren't engrossing. I genuinely think that was the best Endure we've had, unless I'm misremembering something. Yeah.
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. Okay. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
I don't know. I think there is something to be said about the fact that, like, I can glaze over the game and just kind of, like, do something, and, like, it seems like I'm making progress. Like, I roughly know what I just did there.
Radiation.
Oh, cool.
Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains
oh, these are some quality ripples right here.
If we go outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
Oh no.
Oh, what's this? Fluorite. Oh, cool. I can scan it. That's great. Okay, cool. This is adding Milky Way research data, I think. I think that's the one on the far right. I got Milky Way. I don't remember what the second one is, and the one I had 50 of was like Remnant or something like that.
structure up
Like,
ahead.
there's a whole crafting
Sam?
system that apparently is in this game that that's what I was looking at when you said,
get
like,
it running,
why can you
maybe
do
buildings
that
get
if
power.
the
And we can hunt that.
if it's just an
Pathfinder,
excuse to get
that door
back
is
to
locked.
the
Until
dialogue
power is
or whatever.
restored, there is no way to unlock it or gain entry to these buildings.
Well, you say it. I mean, if the map was extensive, perhaps there's more game than we thought. But I would be surprised, considering how long it's taken you to get to this point. That would be a fairly large game.
They don't knock.
I think it is a really
There are
large
people
game.
here? We thought everyone left was gone.
The last Bioware game, Dragon Age Inquisition, was actually fucking huge.
This spot's taken.
So you're a salvager. Got a name? I'm Ryder.
Clancy.
The only crafting I'm
Been
interested
honest
in is
living
suit
by.
crafting, color crafting.
Ryder?
Oh no,
As in
that's what the crafting's for, to make
Nexus
more
just can't
armor.
let EOS go, can it?
Really,
Oh, God.
my
Fucking
end
fails
result of
down
this
here.
is to just
I'm
have
tracking
no
a signal
armor
that will
on,
help
but a
EOS.
single
I only need power for the
tie-dye
antenna.
of the colors that I have on right
got the
now.
power for a
Thong.
reason. The Kettler
And
control
that's gonna be where Ryder runs
back
around.
on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Is it smarter to hide and hope? Or take a chance that might save this whole planet?
I remember when people used to talk like that. Okay, I'll enable the generators out there. You want to poke the tiger, it's on you.
I'm gonna poke the tiger, Alfonso.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Generator is
I
active.
have unused skills. Hold up for a second. Flamethrower. Then let's do back. Yes, combat. Here we go. We got assault rifles. Yeah, 2%, man. That's a boost worthy of a skill point. I gotta spend some points on these fuckers too. Cora, charge. Vetra. Power armor concussed.
Who the fuck is Vetra?
She's the that lady who's on the ship with me.
Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of
Scottish
the outpost
lady?
team here?
No,
Pathfinder.
no, this lady
According
who's
to
with me
Nexus
right now,
records, he's stationed in the hangar
the
bay.
lady who's the same race as
Female Plasterface, okay.
Make some credits on the side.
yeah, as Plasterface.
Don't sound so
and Sewage
impressed.
Steve. Sewage Steve is.
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
Generator interface possible. I don't know. They give you this jump jet, so I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of exploration in this game. I mean, you don't give somebody like the ability to scale
got
shit
company.
and then lock them in a hallway, right?
Correct.
I mean, you could.
You could. It's not out of the realm of possibility.
Oh, I didn't attach any mobs to this thing. I have all those as well.
A better beginning is the name of the quest. Well, it's too late for that. Oh, good.
That's a good power. I like that. I like fucking hand laser. I got pyrotechnics XP.
You light up like a Christmas tree whenever you get hit.
They weren't kidding about the cat.
The relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
Bears must have gone extinct. Why did bears go extinct? No, I like this. I like this hand flamethrower. I don't know why, but I just like it. There's something about hand flamethrower. That's a good ability. Weapon feel is still garbage.
It does
Sure,
it
use
does
the power
look
relay.
right coming
They'll
out of that
take whatever you
suit that
like.
you've crafted for yourself.
I know, right?
Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they just fine. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up.
Don't.
This guy buys and sells. What do we got? We got the Matic, the Raptor. Oh, the Matic is garbage. The old Matic was like 50 times better. Like it really popped when you shot, and now it doesn't. Now it's garbage. It's just hot, steaming garbage. Poke the bear.
Yeah, that's the expression I'm used to. Well, suffice it to say, you'd rather poke neither.
I would poke a tiger. I'd poke a tiger in the face. Oh, did I not? There was something else. So it would appear the game has started, Alfonso.
It's disappointing.
I mean, kind of. The game, I guess, started in the first mission, but
it's stalled.
It's stalled.
It barely turned out of the
we
driveway.
We should have access to everything
basically.
in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of this.
And now it's still just in the residential areas. It hasn't joined up with the main road.
It hasn't joined up with the
structure
highway.
Almost identical to the one your father
It's stuck at the
used to adjust
TN
the atmosphere
section.
on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is
When we get to the
powerful alien
highway, I
tech.
expect
We
you to
need
be in a
respect it.
massive
Go
magenta
slow.
and
For sure.
neon
We'll follow
lime
your
green mecha suit.
If there are vehicles in this and I can paint the vehicle, you bet your ass.
So if that structure could make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Oh, there is a vehicle.
Remember to add just a few ginger highlights here and there, you know, to represent
We can investigate the nearby buildings.
your face. Yeah.
I guess the role-playing experience has begun. I mean, not really, because Ryder is no shepherd or even the Inquisitor. I like this boost though, just because it makes me get places faster.
It's hard to tell because he doesn't have what you've made it so that he doesn't have any expression, basically. I mean, that's certainly down to the developers as well, but you have cranked his face pulp up to the max. But does he? What sort of personality does he actually have? Or is he just a cardboard cutout?
He's kind of jokey, I guess. And that's
Oh, is he a snarky guy?
He's a snarky guy, but I mean,
what do you know?
I could.
The Outpost
I
Research Center is
chose
still
that,
intact.
so I guess that counts as a role-playing experience.
Oh.
Research was always key.
Oh yeah, I do have a ship.
Wait.
I need to look into painting that ship.
This tech is how we survive
That's
in Andromeda.
weird. You can select the personality traits of the character.
Yeah, that's what the things I'm selecting in this dialogue.
And alright, oh yeah, I thought you meant
gives us the
beforehand
tools
before you
to
put it
find
on.
the source.
Well, no,
And
but
maybe whoever else
whatever
is
I
looking.
pick, like, influences him. Like, I keep picking casual shit, so he jokes all the time.
Okay. Yeah. Great character depth
The
there.
research station is back online. I've provided a list of
I mean, no, there's no, like,
weapons
make my
we can build
character,
by
like,
gathering the
have
required
PTSD, which would be great. Okay, I need to call down a forward station. Alright, let's do that. And clear atmospheric radiation. These are, like, I love that goal list. Like, call down a forward station. Okay. Clear atmospheric radiation. That seems a little more ambitious, don't you think? Activate forward station. Okay.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad Crate access code.
Nomad Crate access code. Oh, okay. I see where I gotta put it in. Give him away, Vetra. What do we get now? What's this thing gonna look like? It's got jets. It's got jets. It looks like it just looks like a truck thing. That's disappointing. I wanted it to look like you know that ball thing Obi-Wan gets into in episode 3?
Yes.
Yes, I want it to look like that.
Oh.
At least it's got automatic doors. Oh, thank God. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, thank God. The enter and exit vehicle animations are instant. Let me see what I can do with this thing. That's really good. Like, I got terminal.
I would have sooner just a Volvo. Just a Volvo with jets get thrust out of the air.
What is... Oh, good. Customization. I don't have a paint job, though. Fuck. Okay. That's unfortunate. I hope that I can paint this bad boy. Alright, let's go to the,
Wow.
left bumper is...
I can't get traction.
It's too steep.
Switch to 6-wheel drive. It'll get you up there in a
Six-wheel
snap.
drive. What is left buffer? Fat. Was it like mount gear versus normal gear? This goes a lot
Got it.
faster.
Signal's coming from that structure up ahead.
Alright, let's go to that structure up ahead. What the fuck is that? Something was trying to get me out of here. Exit the nomad. Alright, let's go here.
What did we settle on for evolution of the water as a topic? I'm looking through it and it seems to be specific to Sandy, but I think it would be better if we just did
nearby from
Doom 2 trends that have survived in the modern day.
There, look,
Yeah,
up near that scaffolding.
Oh, that's Adobe wanting to. Alright, let's use the alien device.
It's working, but I'm just getting random symbols, glyphs.
With more glyphs to expand my database from Habitat 7, I could interface fully with the console.
And
Thanks for the
hopefully
link,
start
Captain
up
Clever.
whatever
This is
helps the
kind of
atmosphere.
interesting. If only just from a glance. Well, he's linked this fuck off massive JPG that's filled with about, I don't know, 100,000 different class battleships from different games and sources and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And some of them are quite bizarre.
Mass Effect. A Reaper. Oh, okay. Alright, cool. That's interesting. Mass Effect Collector's Cruiser. Babylon 5. What the fuck is this huge ass Ark thing? StarCraft Zerg Leviathan. Oh, that's the Forerunner key ship from that. What the fuck? Oh, that's the Independence Day ship. Okay, that's interesting. Fucking, why is there a giant ass Star Destroyer like that? That's fucking ridiculous.
Independence Day ship. Oh, that thing?
Yeah, that thing. I like the thing that's just a giant tube. I think it's... What the fuck is it called? I don't know. I don't know what the fucking tube... Oh, Dune Space Guild ship. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, you mean it's not a giant Duke 3D's pipe bomb? Okay, that's disappointing.
That is very disappointing.
We just hear this celestial booming, suck it down before it explodes. Yeah.
Okay, I need to go there. How do I get up?
I wouldn't mind a universal Duke Nukem PA system. Just sounds across the universe.
Tendril anomaly. Okay, so the space fiberglass is also here.
Tendril is the name of the planet.
No, it's the name of the space fiberglass. Loot. Well, I'm picking up boxes full of shit, and that's like the default what you do in an RPG. So I got that right at least.
It's slippery, but there's a great view.
It's
Could be crazy enough to carry heavy equipment up there.
But there's a great view.
Too sophisticated for a cell. Should be enough glyphs.
There you go.
Just do that to start with, Captain Clever. I'm sure we'll it'll just naturally build from there.
Building connection.
Yeah, there you go.
I apologize for any discomfort. The system seems unstable.
This what happened when my dad tried doing this?
Your father interfaced directly with the atmosphere.
Oh, is Dime not playing through it? I thought you were just like sort of the diplomat who's getting the band.
It's Captain Clever. He's doing it
that's
on
fine.
Doubling our power
Dime is
input might
slacker.
accelerate the process.
Yeah, the
give it a
fucking
shot.
slacker. Come on, Dime. Get your shit together.
I got tackled.
Back up, literally.
Whoa! Easy. You've come this far. Just let it ride.
What?
I've been studying this tech for months. I don't know how you activated those glyphs, but you have to let them cycle through...
All right, time to get off.
Don't like being sat on, huh?
I don't, Phoebe.
I know.
I'm sorry,
Who am I?
PB, not
I mean,
Phoebe.
It's
What
obvious
the
who
fuck kind of
you
name is
are.
PB?
I saw the ship swoop in. You're a pathfinder. Was beginning to think the initiative just made you
So what
guys
is with
up so the rest of
this,
us wouldn't lose
this
hope.
woman's just design.
You're for real, huh?
Maybe you want to knock me down a couple more times to make sure?
No, that's okay. You're obviously corporeal. Pretty solidly built, actually. Well, look at that.
System
It's
has
just so
stabilized.
much color on screen.
Unactivated
Oh. I mean, it really does look like this PP person that just took a trip to the Eve Klein Museum in Spain,
Later, just take
Bilbao, and just on one of those canvases
They make little bots.
got painted on. She doesn't look alien. It looks like she's rocked up in that suit, which is ordinarily a different color, and then just said, "Paint me blue."
Like, remember the Blue Man Group?
Basically, yeah. Just chuck buckets.
Yeah, I got the Observer, I think. Did I scan it? No, I didn't. Scan it! Stop shooting me, dick.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I got this. No, I didn't. I think the cutscene.
Not bad. My first tangle with the Remnant was a lot messier.
The Remnant?
These monoliths, the Observer and Assembler bots, they're all the remnants of something much bigger. But that's too long. Ugh, I hate long. So, the Remnant. Like, my name's better as PB.
What? What the fuck is that entire sentence?
I hate longs to the Remnant like my name's better as PB.
Ryder, you've been studying this Remnant technology. What have you learned?
Plenty. Not nearly enough. It's old, it uses glyphs, and it's well protected.
See, this is the problem. The problem is not the balance of gameplay to dialogue. The problem is the dialogue itself. Like,
atmosphere manipulation?
What the fuck people are talking about is just
Fix the
awful.
model.
It's bad and
All
terrible,
remnant
and should
tech
feel
is
bad.
connected. You interfaced with this monolith somehow, and now
Right,
it's
but you
hearing
shouldn't
the
feel
others.
obliged
If
to
you wake
give
them up
everyone
too,
something
they
to
must
say,
connect to whatever
right? I mean,
master
you
switch
shouldn't be
might
able to
fix
talk
the
to half the
radiation.
people on the ship.
You're
Because
sure it'll help EOS?
no matter
Or might
what
just be a
narrative
handy
you're
way to get
constructing,
those monoliths
you
online?
couldn't possibly make
I'm a little
everyone
offended by that.
worthy
Ryder.
to that narrative, right?
Right, but you can't
it
talk to
has to
everybody.
be-
You can't like it's not
But
like
we
I've
both
stopped
get
and
what we
talked to
want.
every single
Just
NPC.
try. It's not like we
these
can
are
make
the
this
critical
planet
story
worse.
people, and they're
Well,
all
no,
awful.
I'm talking more about moments
Here,
on the ship.
take
I mean,
my nav
so
point.
here you
I'll
have it really
I
should
gotta
be
figure
working.
this
Okay, you
interface
have
thing
a
out. Just be careful.
hand,
This planet's
small
all
handful
kinds
of
of
select
strange.
characters you're supposed to be establishing a rapport with, right? So every moment spoken, it would make sense for it to be specific to and moving the plot along, or the character, one of the two. It has to be doing one of the two. If
Fascinating,
it's just
huh?
empty and ain't blather, then
Oh,
it's
this is
just
the kind of stuff that gets you out of bed in the morning too.
time wasted.
Solving.
Follow my nav points, figure out those monoliths, and we can.
Oh, good. I
both get
can't
some
ask her
answers.
about her name. Good.
Is PB a typical Asari name?
PB&J sandwich.
Never heard it in my Huntress days.
Oh, you know things? Good for you. I know other things. It's a name. Good enough and short enough. For now.
Okay. All right. Hold up. Good enough and short enough for now. PB is actually not that short of a name. First of all, Pony is a shorter name than PB. Scott, Jay, Sarah, Sam. That can be a girl's name. Dean, Ash. Like there's a whole multitude of like it's a name and short enough for now. Or how about just P or B or A? Why couldn't you just name your character A, huh? Like seriously, right? Right? Pie. Like there are so many other things. I'm not
Pie.
talking
I mean,
about-
sure, we could just go full
Yes,
punctuation
so
mode
much
as
to
per our previous
investigate.
discussion.
Let's get
Just put
to
a full
it.
stop as a name. That's pretty short.
It's 2 syllables though is my point.
Right,
Hey,
sure.
PB, you came in this shuttle?
Not many other ways to get here from the
I
Nexus.
need to.
Careful,
What happens if I
I've
go
got
outside
some
of this? Hold up.
interesting finds in there.
Oh. Not that much. In fact, I'm pretty fucking okay.
Radiation within safe levels.
They make it seem like there's insane radiation on this planet, and it's like if there was a doom damaging floor that was below 2% or 5%. Yeah, 5%. 2% damaging floor or 1% damaging floor. Like how inane would that be? Would you even like consider doing anything?
When they sent the first colonists down here,
With,
everyone
Sorry?
was so
With
excited.
the 1%
After all
damaging
the
floor?
shit the
Yeah,
Nexus
would-
had been
would that
through, we
bother
finally
you
had
at
something
all?
to believe
Is
in.
this thing
Then
I
the
can fight?
reports came back.
This time will be different.
Yeah, I'm more than
in Doom, or are we talking?
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
Well, because they made it sound like the entire planet was just like covered in radiation, right? And like just horrible radiation. And here I am just walking around in it, like, yeah, okay, whatever.
Radiation plainly just has aversion to the colors that you're wearing.
I guess that must be it. Okay.
Which means that these other two followers are just fun.
Okay, so this area actually looks pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a cool vista. Whatever the fuck that is cool. Overall, I approve of this. Like, this is the kind of shit that Mass Effect. Okay, Mass Effect 1 had this whole drive around a planet in your rover thing, but the planets were all just basically empty boxes with zero character. Whereas this actually is an environment. So I'm glad that they.
Here they come.
Can I scan this? Yeah, I got it.
Target down.
Alright, I'm sorry. I gotta scan shit. This does do environment pretty well. Would you not agree? I think this is a very decent environment.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm just trying to decide if the glare, which has been so prevalent throughout large parts of the game, also in the other environment when we started watching it, it works here, but I'm wondering if that's just by accident.
I think it works a lot better when you're in a big open environment as opposed to like the control like station environment. I think that's where the glare does.
It's what sells the alien look here, otherwise it might as well be driving through Arizona.
Activating automated.
For the record, I haven't actually been to Arizona more than like once. And even then I was probably sleeping through most of it.
Mining zones in this region are available, Pathfinder. I've added them to your nav system.
Oh, cool.
Data key. Specialist Engineer Aman Kathari.
Chased down by what he was studying?
Personnel deaths were not recorded. The Chief Engineer holds
Scan complete.
the Nexus.
Corpse.
That sounds bad, but nothing on EOS sounds good.
Nothing on EO sounds good. I was trying to go to where that blue beam was to, and I guess I went too far. Nope, apparently I gotta go this way. Well, no, I do appreciate the whole
Look there. That spot is shelter, water,
driving through
It was
Arizona
initially
comment.
overlooked due to heavy kept presence at the nearby remnant structure, but it would be an excellent outpost
Because,
site.
you know, we talked about, like,
Captain
if you're on an alien
You
planet,
can't find one without the other.
a lot of times it is just desert. Like, if we went to Mars, it would just be fucking desert.
Did they learn anything?
Mostly
wouldn't
what
be,
you learn the hard way.
you know,
But hey, now you're here.
it's like, it's Mars, it's super cool. No, it's just fucking desert. Take all. Yeah.
There's nothing cool about Mars.
Come on, the ice caps. They are pretty cool. Okay. They got ice.
Well, why don't you go set up a cocktail bar? We should want to join you.
Okay, so anyways, let's talk about this Matic gun. In the OG Matic, which was first in Mass Effect 2, like that thing had a thump to it. Like you fired that thing, it felt like, you know, like a good like 30-08 round or a 30-06 round. This one? No, this one is not.
Sorry, you just throwing your head back in pain as you walk towards this driller-like thing with your hands out, just thrusting flame at it. I like it. Also, taking cover behind that that small barricade earlier, even though your head was totally exposed, there was a laser pointed straight at it, and yet no firing was happening. It's great. I like it.
These glyphs, Pathfinder.
Wonder if I'd get anything on the scanner. What do we have here?
It appears to reconfigure panels that rise from the floor.
That could come in handy.
SAM allows you to interface with various. Okay.
I'll need to use the interface that controls this. Hey, I'm getting better at this.
Hey, I'm getting better at this.
Oh, I'm just about done here for tonight, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this, and then I think we're gonna call it.
Okay, I can settle for that. I got football to watch today.
I know.
Good my withdrawal.
Got some good games on tonight.
It's a really good week. I think they're actually predicting a record-breaking round for crowds.
The other glyph is over there. Is there fall damage in this? I don't think there is. When do I get double jump? Double jump would be great. I love double jump.
Nice work.
Double jump's awesome. He's talking about Australian rules football.
Yeah.
We only talk about real forms of football, not that garbage known as. Okay, let's use the console. Okay, so let's. What?
Interface failed, Pathfinder.
Okay, well fuck you too.
Failure.
Get him on. Let's try this again.
That is politically incorrect, Kiku Nesbitt. You'll find the correct term is organized chaos.
Okay. Oh, submit. Okay, so decrypt the remnant code by sending glyphs to the grid. No row, column, or highlighted shape can repeat the. Oh, okay. I get how. All right. I get how. What I'm supposed to do.
GAA is that Gaelic football? GAA, I think that's what it is. Because there is actually a crossover sport, a real fucking Frankenstein's monster of a sport that's played once a year and is probably being ceased this year, so it's already dead. Called International Rules. So they got a bunch of Irish people over from Gaelic football, and they played a hybrid sport of it once a year, alternating between Ireland and Australia. It didn't really catch on, but it is similar.
That did... whatever that did. I see pathways lighting up all over. The monoliths are resonating.
Okay, one more
You
tower.
see contact?
Well, whatever's happening, they're definitely connecting.
Why is it always in threes? Like, activate 3 towers. Do this.
Yeah, that is a very tired trope. It works for arcade games.
Can't catch a break.
And even then, it would have. That's a good question, really, isn't it?
Doesn't Donkey Kong 2 hit the boss 3 times?
No, I don't think. Yes, I think so. Although I think the first Donkey Kong, because the bosses were so simple, they actually you had to do it many more times than just 3.
I read your dossier.
They'd introduce phasing and
Yes.
stuff in Donkey Kong 2, so they do
what's it
different
say?
things when you hit them once.
That's classified.
I guess that's what the idea
Don't
stems
start
them
something
from.
you can't finish, Harper.
You'd complete a sequence,
Okay,
hit them
look,
once, and then
not
they do something
starting
different
anything.
the subsequent time.
I'm military, you're
It's
not.
not always 3, yeah.
But we're in this together now. Only thing that counts is getting out of it. If you've got the skills to help with that, and it looks like you do, then we're good. We're good.
Wow, this lady's a bitch. No, Crash Bandicoot was like 3 times all the fucking time. Like all the
That
3.
looks like a cat facility of
No,
some kind.
actually maybe it wasn't.
Those assholes took over my best research site. They won't let you near the monolith without a fight.
Oh, I can charge. Wow, that's a really disappointing charge. Get knocked out of flamethrower.
Get incoming!
Like, that's cool, and then I throw it, and like, no, that's disappointing. I don't like that. Pepperidge Farm does not approve. I do still love this fucking fire. Yeah. Oh, that's right, I have my bad melee thing. Yeah.
Nice work.
I forgot about my bad thing. That is really weak melee.
No impact.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, there you go. It's done. I guess this gun has sort of a thump, but not really. It needs more. It needs. It's kind of piddly right now. Combat is very meh.
Loading ammo.
Definite step down from 2 and 3. Boom.
Got Ket.
I don't really care about that. What do I got? Power generator.
Armoring up.
Is that a thing? I like that I can just walk on the energy shield. That's always good. That lightning bolt is so disappointing. That's the kind of lightning bolt that, like, your father would pick it out of the
That's for us.
You're dead to me, son. Okay, now I can use this thing. Oh, I need to test out this other pistol. The Sidewinder. That I apparently
I feel like games are too often afraid to go large.
Let's get to
with
it before there's
empowering
any
the
more
player.
cat.
Oh yeah.
Which is,
Okay, cool. Okay.
Who are you?
That's great.
That was pretty cool.
Huh. Well, yeah. Guess it was. Still haven't told me who you are.
Dramatic music.
Oh, come on, Drax. Stop that.
Vetra, what are you doing here?
I'm with the Pathfinder. That Pathfinder.
A friend of Vetra's.
The dude just threw a guy through a window and then stepped over him, right?
You can call me Ryder.
But, like, I literally have a flamethrower that comes out of my hand, and I lit like 12 people on fire 2 seconds ago,
just
right?
trust a stranger from the Nexus. They haven't exactly treated us Krogan well. What are you doing out here?
You're not the only one hunting.
I mean,
Yeah,
the color
but you
combination
know
of your
how
suit, which I'm
armed
still
with
thinking
that
of, doesn't look
here.
too ridiculous than his. When
Like
Nexus
tribal
standing next to
bone
each other.
armor thing?
They think
Yeah.
they're safe. But they're just waiting to die out there in space. I've been
I don't know. I
quarantined
think
on a
Buck
couple of
Tetris looks
planets
pretty.
for a while now, taking out Ket.
You're right. I don't know what came
fighting
over me.
troops. Yeah, I know what they can do.
It's not pretty.
Oh, God, just looking at
You know,
Buck
Drax,
Tetris.
we could use someone with
is
your
great.
skills.
I actually don't care about any of this. Skip. There we go. We're done. We're done with that. Activate this
seems
tower. This guy is no Rex. Yes, that's true. All right, I have this gun. I'm gonna use this gun to use the tower. I like how I don't even have to look at the thing
like
I'm
it isn't
supposedly
filled in
typing
yet.
on. I just go with the flow. Where do I need to go? I need to go up here, Alfonso. Which I guess I can do from this way. Okay, so talking about like narrative expectations, right?
Sure.
At
I can
what-
only really comment on the structure rather than the content because I haven't been following anything. But go on.
Well, I think the structure is fine. It's the content, and the content fails the structure. Like, there's no like, do you have a problem with the ability to like shoot the shit with crew members on your ship, right? Like, that's world building. I don't really have a problem with that.
No. But dialogue should always do one of two things. It needs to advance the plot or advance the character, right? And you can shoot the shit and advance the character. It's possible to do.
Looks like that did it.
I mean, I can only speak with experience from writing
Monoliths
stories,
are
and no
online
doubt
and
it's different with a
connected to
game where you
something
feel
on the
obliged. Like it's up
This
to
could be
you
the master
if you want
switch
to
we're
make
looking for.
inane
I'll meet you there.
chats in an RPG world. You just want to explore stuff. Sometimes you like getting lost in talking to random strangers you'll never see again because it's just world building and it's important to you, if not to the character.
Right.
So that makes sense.
Well, that's advancing the plot in a sense because you're building the world and like the environment that you're going in. Like it adds character to the game. It adds character to the world.
I don't think it necessarily it adds characters to the world. Yeah, sure. That's useful to you, not to the characters. That's fine.
I mean, that's useful to the
game.
that's useful to the concept of the story.
Automated protocols
That's
activated.
cool that those automatically
Deploying
come down.
forward station.
All right, I'm gonna get to where all three of these lasers are coming to get them. That's what we're gonna call it. Right here in the middle of this lake thing, apparently.
Mining zones have been added
Mining
to your nav
zones
system,
have been
Pathfinder.
added.
Get ready
Anyways,
to find
okay, but like I think like Mass Effect 3, right, had this moment where like you and the character who's basically like your best friend character just go on top of this like bridge thing in
Remember
the
the
main
early
hub
data on EOS
and
back
like
home?
shoot bottles with
Everywhere
sniper
was
rifles,
labeled
right?
H with a bunch of numbers.
Like I think that adds the
Your dad
experience.
put those
even,
readings
like,
up in his office.
it's not directly moving the character forward. It's not directly moving the plot forward, but it's like
Look there.
it's just adding
Coming
to
out of the
like
lake.
the
It's
experience,
underground
right?
too. Let's see.
It's opening up.
I see a door. Come on!
Can I get across this?
Whoa,
Oh,
it's
cool.
forming a bridge.
Like an invitation.
That's
Hope it's safe.
cool, I guess. That's interesting. That's what that is. That's really...
Wow, looks like it's inspired by the Isle of Giants from Ireland.
The Isle of Giants?
Or the Concourse of Giants is called I think it's the Concourse. Constructed of those strange hexagonal rock structures.
Hexagons are always interesting. Okay. I guess that's a mission I just went into, so that's a perfect place to call it. Because it asked me to reconfirm my loadout, which I guess is like going into a level. It asks you to do that.
Good. We need some downtime.
No, this can't be right. All that fanfare for an empty room? There's some secret here. There must be. Do your
Well, no, look,
Pathfinder
I think we're on board with the scenery being generally okay.
I think the scenery is generally pretty good, yeah. I think the scenery is probably the
Oh,
that's the
you're
strength of this
good.
game. And I think when you're making an exploration game, it should be about getting really good scenery.
And to make it look so easy.
The problem is there's
That's
all
a
this
long
other
way
shit
down.
that the
Can't
scenery
go that
like
far.
has to like hold up.
Well, I mean, what I'm trying to do occasionally is to imagine if Buck Tetris didn't exist, if you'd been sensible and placed someone
Can't be air pressure. Electrostatic?
well, more sensible in his place
gravitation.
would this scene not strike me as
Idiot,
ridiculous.
PB. That wasn't the front door.
No, I don't
This
think
is.
it would, because
I'll let you know.
The camera spends half the time on Buck and his head, and
it
his
does. But
ridiculous
I think all the other the characters themselves are ridiculous. Like just PB in general. Also, can we just left Cora up there, and then Cora finally decided to jump in the hole? That's the real name. I didn't. Nothing in this was user made except Buck Tetris. So everything but
Acting like
Buck
a gravity
Tetris
well.
is what
But
they
where's it
designed.
taking
Buck
us?
Tetris is of my design. I
Embrace
honestly
the
think.
unknown,
I
right?
think if the entire game was
Now
just
this is
Buck,
more
like if
like
every character was of Buck
Looks like a
Tetris
bunker.
quality, it would
Or a vault.
improve the game. All right, this looks
Whatever
really
you
cool.
call
I
it.
like this.
The controls
And
for
also
that
we're
atmosphere
away from
processor might be down here
orange
somewhere.
and white,
Let's
and now
find
we're
out.
in gray and green. I like that. I like the color change.
Anything
And we got
could be
some orange
important.
here too.
Let's be thorough.
So, all right, we're gonna save it here, or I guess it did save it here on the game.
Lots to think about.
Yeah, it did. Mission 3. All right, that's Mission 3. All right, well that's the current state of the adventures of Buck Tetris in Twilight Land. So, all right.
Are we returning next week?
Yeah, I think we will. I want to.
Likely.
I
Okay,
want
that's good. I'm
to. I want
definitely-
to. I want to get through all of Buck Tetris. I want to see what this game eventually turns into. I want to see if it transforms itself from an endure to a kind of an enjoy, where we enjoy certain aspects, we quote unquote enjoy the existence of Buck Tetris because frankly, Buck Tetris really.
I feel like I have difficulty really finding myself and where I stand on these sorts of the framing a narrative in this way, because I'm sure I just haven't, other than something like The Walking Dead, the Telltale game series, I haven't really had much exposure to just relying on the story and dialogue selection to push something forward. So I have no idea really where combat falls into that, whether it could help it, benefit, whatever. So I'm confused, kind of. So I'm not sure this is the best exposure to this sort of style. No, not at all. But so yeah, I'll return with that in mind.
Not even close. But at least we have Buck Like, I think Buck Tetris is a benefit to the badness, because there's stuff like all the dialogue is terrible, right? It's the dialogue from the other characters, which if Buck Tetris was a normal person, right? Like, you can't make "I'm sorry, my face looks tired." Like that has nothing to do with what Buck Tetris looks like. That's a completely independent aspect of the game from my decision to make this unholy abomination the protagonist, right?
So what you're telling me is that whenever I feel as though I'm out of my depth, that the game's getting away from me, this is being just touch Buck, just put my hand on Buck Tetris, and he'll just anchor me to the world, and everything will be okay.
Right. Because outside of that terrible dialogue, it will then cut back to Buck Tetris, who will say something like, "Am I being distracting?" And even though the developers didn't intend for that to work perfectly, Buck Tetris allows it to.
He's not the protagonist we want, but he's the protagonist we need.
Exactly.
Very good. That's poetic. Good.
All right,
See you next week.
We're off. Yep, bye.